Hammer Gang. Because we always hit the nail on the head. So check this out, my Miami Hurricane fans, my college football fans in general. We're going to talk about some bowl games. Transfer portal, what's going on at the University of Miami. You know, Mr. Derek King will be back. Quarterback problems is solved. So let's get into it, man. Let me see. But first and foremost, I have my guy here with me today to help me go through all these bowls. He's way better at doing these bowl predictions and bowl videos than I am. Gold and Blue dude. Without further ado, Gold and Blue, what's going on with you?
Another Sunday, man. We made it through Christmas. How about that?
Yes, sir. I'm broke. How about you?
I'm pretty close. I think I got about $1 left on the account.
All right. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Baltimore Raven football. What's going on with you? You say go Canes, go Ravens. Okay. Miami Hurricanes, Lenoir's. What's going on with you, Lenoir's? Hurricane Logan in the building. What's good with you, boss? Orlando Kane Kilo. What's going on with you? Man, what is up with all the names? Everybody changing up their names now. They getting longer. Man. They getting longer names now. What's going on with that?
I don't know.
Real talk with Mr. A. Ford. What's going on with you? Want to stay in the house? Sorry, y'all playing. So good. Congratulations, King. Okay, yeah, definitely, man. What's going on with you, boss? You good? Let me see. We got Hurricane Andrew in the building. What's going on with you, man? That name sounds so familiar. Hurricane Andrew.
It's that hurricane back in '92, man. I remember when that happened. That's crazy.
I remember Hurricane Gilbert. Hurricane Gilbert, because I was born during that hurricane.
That was '92. I was 9 years old when Hurricane Andrew came through. That was crazy.
Panama Jack, what's going on with you? Say what's going on, T2Y and Gold and Blue. What's going on?
In the building.
Say Kilo, are you going to the game in Orlando? Oh yeah, the game is in Orlando, Cheez-It Bowl. You know, as corny as it sounds, but the Cheez-It Bowl. Miami will be in the Cheez-It Bowl against Oklahoma State University.
Oh yeah.
2 days away, man. 2 days away.
I have an opinion too.
Oh yeah, go ahead. State it.
I think Miami's gonna win. I haven't looked at the latest line. I knew opening up, Oklahoma State was a slight favorite. I think it was 2 points, but I mean, basically it comes down to offense. Miami has a superior offense. Chuba Hubbard will not be playing this game. And the defense, I think Oklahoma State's a little bit better, but I don't think it's that much better. I have Miami, and I think it could get out of control, to be honest with you.
You got a lot more confidence than a lot of us fans do. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Well, you know, my team's in the Big 12, so I've watched Oklahoma State all year long, and I'm telling you, man, they're not impressive at all. I like Miami in this game.
Yeah, I've been reading up on they back seven though.
They got a lot of issues over there.
They got a lot of experience with those back seven, those defenders. So I wouldn't take them too light.
Yeah, but they're not good against a mobile / quarterback. I think King's going to have his way with that secondary. I really do, man.
Oh, man. He said, Brevin Jordan, can we figure out that he get hurt every week? Well,
man, that's crazy.
Yeah, Brevin Jordan, he's kind of like his own kryptonite. Injury prone.
Injury machine. Dang.
Injury prone. He gets hurt all the time. I mean, it's not his fault, but can you imagine having him all the time on the field, available at all times? Because dude is I'd
rather have a guy knowing that he can't play this year. That way you can figure something instead of on and off. I mean, that's a lot of figuring out, man. That's rough.
Okay, so we got a question here. Army and West Virginia prediction. I'm gonna let you go in on that one.
Yeah, Tennessee backed out. I thought West Virginia would have obliterated them. And this is a good look for West Virginia. It makes West Virginia look like they're the savior of Army. They're really not, but it makes them look that way. So you better believe head coach Neil Brown's going to use that as a recruiting tool. Anyways, the game. Army runs a triple option. West Virginia has a legit defense. Army doesn't score very many points. And West Virginia's offense is average, maybe slightly above average, especially in the run game. This game comes down to making every possession count because Army likes to run clock. I think West Virginia wins this game, but I think it's going to be a close one. I have West Virginia something like 24-20, 24-17, something like that. It's going to be a low-scoring defensive game.
Yeah. Hey, if that's your team, you've been watching them. Hey, I'm with you on that.
You just got to watch some chop blocks, man, because that triple option, that's y'all know Georgia Tech. That's what they do. They do the same thing at Army. Those chop blocks, they chop you down, man.
Hurricane Andrew say we need more confidence instead of letting one game dictate our mood the entire season. I mean, well, it's not just one game though. It's the big games. We got two big games that we played this season, and we lost both of them by a blowout.
But I think y'all did better against Clemson than Notre Dame did against Clemson at full strength. So I think y'all are looking into that North Carolina game a little too much. Oklahoma State is not North Carolina offensively.
We also saw Notre Dame beat North Carolina by 14, and then what was the score again? 62 something. So it's an up and down battle. We could go with we did play Clemson better, but we can also go with we lost to North Carolina.
But here's the thing:
up and down thing.
It looked like they literally knew that, dude. That game was an anomaly. I'm telling you, it looked like North Carolina had y'all's playbook. It was that bad. You got to erase that game. That was not Miami. That was this weird coincidence where North Carolina knew exactly what to call against you guys. Y'all are better than the game. I'm telling you. It surprised me how bad it was. It surprised me that North Carolina won. I thought Miami had that, but for whatever reason, North Carolina knew the exact plays y'all were calling. That's not going to happen again. Oklahoma State is not North Carolina, especially on offense. They do not have a good offense. If I had to put this on the confidence meter, I'm about 80-85% on it.
Yeah, what up, Sergeant AR-10? What up, Slim Shady Kings? What's going on with y'all? Yeah, do what Sergeant AR-10 just said, man. Hit that like button. If you haven't already hit that like button, please do that for me. It'll be
absolutely.
It'll be totally appreciated.
Yeah, and deserved.
All right. So we got. I'm a Florida State fan. We beat North Carolina, Miami. Deadly should have.
Virginia.
Yeah, I agree with him though. We should have beaten North Carolina. That defense that we played against North Carolina was atrocious. I mean,
but what I'm saying though. It was an anomaly. That game didn't make sense.
If you look back at the history of Manny Diaz with that same defense, and I think this was brought up earlier on Zoe's show, Manny Diaz got fired by Mac Brown at Texas. Yep. I forgot which team they was playing, but he gave up 600-yard rushing. 600. So Mac Brown, knowing this, came into this game knowing he had multiple running backs that could get it done, and he did the same thing that Texas did to Manny.
Oklahoma State doesn't have that.
Exactly. Oklahoma State right now, they best running back has already opted out. He's going to the NFL. So,
I mean, L.T. Brown, he's all right, but he's not no Chuba Hubbard, and they definitely don't have two that can do that to y'all. Miami's in good shape, I'm telling you. And that was a good mention that you just pointed out that Manny and Coach Mike Brown, they know each other very well. So that kind of plays into what I was saying, like somehow North Carolina knew I think Mike Brown knew exactly how Manny Diaz, for whatever reason, was going to call that game, and that's why we saw what we saw. That's not Miami of 2020. I'm telling you, that was a crazy game.
You said, why did we only have 3 points at half? North Carolina had defense not that good. Yeah, like I said, when you know how to stop somebody's defense, when you know how to score on their defense, because they've been calling that defense for you, so you know the rounds about how to beat it. You saw other teams beat it. It ain't too much you can do. You won't have to study too much.
Yeah, that game happens at the beginning of the year. It's not going to be like that. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Matt Brown used to watch Manny call those same plays that he's calling on defense for him. So he knew how to break. He knew how to break it down. He knew how to get around it.
It wouldn't surprise me if he saved an old playbook from Manny Diaz and somehow dug it up. I'm telling you, that's exactly what that game looked like. That's what happened. I'm convinced.
Oh man, Hurricane Logan says, "Are you related to Coach Coop?"
Everybody says that because we have, I guess we have the same shots, the same
That's
shape. But no,
that's the
I'm not.
second time you've gotten that since you've been on here too.
But I do watch him. He's a good guy. I like him.
He said, "T2, you can't name a coach that has never been fired." Right, but like I said, Mac Brown knew Manny. Manny worked it for him. So he knew the plays that Manny was calling. He knew how to stop him because Manny was calling those same plays for him. He's seen them so many times before that he knows what the weaknesses are. And
Yep.
Manny's defense didn't make no adjustments at all.
Nope. I agree.
Made him Dave, what's going on with you, boss?
What's going on, Dave, man?
He said Manny didn't run a 4.25 at Texas. He didn't, but like I said, Mac Brown knew Manny. Mac Brown knew what Manny liked to do. So he might not have called those same exact plays he was calling for Miami. He might not call it in the 4-2, but I'm pretty sure whatever formation Manny was calling, the plays were still similar. Whatever he wanted to do in the 4-2, he was doing the same thing for Mac Brown.
I was about to say
Mac Brown was talking so much trash to him because he knew how to stop Manny.
Yep.
He played Manny like a fool in that game.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. Well said. I was actually about to say that because he brought up the alignment. Sometimes the alignment doesn't matter because you're still going to call what you're going to call out of whatever alignment you choose, 3-3-5, whatever. It's still, if you're calling the same type of play, then that's just a different alignment. Same play, different alignment.
They said Reed Lashley got set up. If we had Perry, his offense would have been non-effective. Oh, well, at this moment, we don't know. We
Totally disagree with that.
I'm glad we got King, and I'm glad he's coming back. We got a veteran quarterback with some experience. We saw what he did this year, and I'm hoping for better next year. We should have, two great class to back up King. So let's see you next season, man. And
don't y'all get Clemson at home next year?
I think we play Clemson on the 21st of September. If schedule
but
don't
it's a home game then, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a home game.
Yeah,
if the schedules don't change, if they don't go to the conference thing again like they've been doing,
that'll be done, man.
So if that's done with, then we'll go into the regular season. Alabama will be first. Clemson will be on the 21st of September. So
I'm gonna get some heat for this, but the election accomplished what it wanted to accomplish. So next year we'll be back to normal. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah, Logan said, I heard people saying this offense is the same as Eno's. Wrong. Look at our third down percents and sacks this year on offense compared to last. Yeah, last season, everybody saw Dan Eno's plays. They took too long to develop. We did not have the O-line to do the plays that he wanted. We needed an O-line like say a team of Wisconsin or Alabama where he came from. Those are the kind of O-line, or even Notre Dame's O-line, because they O-line is pretty impressive. We needed an O-line that could hold, well, not hold, but you get the point what I'm saying. Hold, for him to actually develop some of those plays. But we didn't have that, and Enos did not. It's like it didn't register in his head, just the same way it didn't register in Blake Baker's head when we played North Carolina. Hey, it's not working. What you're doing? Change it up, switch it up.
Yeah.
So
what you're saying is it was a combination of two things that made it bad. Number one, he was holding the ball for too long, and he didn't have the offensive line to hold the defense off for as long as he was holding the ball. That's a bad combination.
Lane Kiffin knew how to shred Bama's defense. Yeah, Lane Kiffin is one of those dudes that get under Nick Saban's skin.
Yeah.
Nick Saban swear that he's cheating or something, but I mean,
he's the only former assistant that gets the best. I mean, he still doesn't beat him,
Yeah.
but he can put some yards on him. I mean, Muschamp. I mean, look at all of them. They all cannot do anything against Alabama except for Lane Kiffin. I mean, he just thinks differently.
All right. So bowl games, they've been going down.
Yep.
And I'm gonna pull up a couple scores here and there. So far, so good. Now I did watch one game out of all of them, and that was Liberty. The Liberty Coastal Carolina game.
Liberty tried to give that away, man. I was almost mad because I picked Liberty. I was mad at that fumble. I was like, man, you're trying to lose it for me.
Panama Jack, you don't want to make a wrong turn up there in West Virginia. They've got those. What is it? Cannibals?
Cannibals. That's not true, and you know it. Come on, man.
It's crazy.
I mean, there's some creepy places up there. I'm not gonna lie. There's some creepy places up there, but I mean, as long as you're not a cousin, you're good. I had to say that.
Slim say we still don't have the old line. King getting away from pressure is the only difference. Yeah, I agree with you.
That's the key.
That's what we needed, though. That's why they went out and got him, because they knew our old line was suspect, and they knew we had young guys that needed to be developed that probably still ain't getting properly developed, if I'm gonna be totally honest. But that's why they went out and got a mobile quarterback in Derek King, and we saw the difference. Some of these games that we win this season, we were losing those last season.
Yep.
Some of these close games that, I'm not happy with the outcomes or them being so close, but at the same time, I do understand without King last season, these games are losses.
And that's the thing that Miami fans have to keep in mind. I know they had massive expectations, and rightfully so, but you have to take things in steps as well. This was a big step forward for Miami, and I do think Miami will take another step forward next year. I think I have Miami as the cream of the crop in the Coastal, because I do think it goes back to divisions next year. I think they win the Coastal, and they will get a rematch against Clemson in the ACC championship game. And we all know if they beat Miami the first time, it's tough to beat a team twice, or vice versa. Miami could get an upset against Clemson in the regular season. Either way, that gives Miami a halfway decent chance to upset Clemson. I'm telling you. Keep an eye out. And Trevor Lawrence going to be gone. He's going to be gone.
You're right, man. I hope you're right. What if Enos had King? Would he have been fired? That's a good question. That's a good question. I mean,
depends on what plays he ran.
Yeah, definitely depends on what plays he ran. If he let King ran the offense the way that Lashley did, I think we still would have Enos here.
So I would say yes, because
we
I don't
go
think
to a game where it rains and then Enos paper, the paint and everything would fall off the paper, and he wouldn't have any plays to call, and then we probably would have got beat, and then they would have fired him.
Yeah,
I'm referring back to that game when it rained and his paper was not laminated. You seen him on
that was dumb. I remember that. I was like, "What are you thinking?" So to answer that question, I still think he would have been fired because something similar as what happened in Houston, the reason King transferred. The coach does make a difference. I know King is a dynamic player, but if you don't know what plays to call, and it looked like Enos didn't, then the writing was on the wall. That was a good let go right there.
Yeah, and King also, I don't know, man. That's a tough question to answer, but I think King would have been. He probably would have made Enos' offense look a little bit better than it was.
Better, but still, I don't think so, man. I didn't like the way he called games. It was not good.
Yeah, King coming back, like I said, that's a major deal for Miami right now. Sergeant AR10 said King might earn himself a first-round draft grade next fall.
He should have it now, to be honest with you.
He has the talent around him to do it. He has good offensive coordinator to get it done. This will be their second year. This time around, he will have spring practice with the guys and stuff like that. So
Yep.
The ball is in his court.
What about the crazy transfers that's going on right now, man? Man.
Oh man. Oh yeah, we're gonna get into that in a second. The players hated Enos.
There you go.
Yeah. That once you can't get along with the players, it's a wrap.
Yep, you done.
You lost the locker room, you're done.
Yep.
You seen what happened with Coach Norvell from Florida State this season. He lost his locker room from the beginning of the season.
Right off the bat.
With the whole social injustice thing, and then he lied about corona medical testing, and the kids started calling them out.
Yep.
And boom, their whole season went down the drain.
Same thing with Mike Gundy at Oklahoma State.
Yeah, Rob Young says Enos and Baker are the same. No adjustment, basic game planning. Yeah,
I agree. Yep.
Yeah, sometimes I don't think they take the strength of their opponent seriously, and then get showed up in games.
Well, the big thing is they didn't listen to their own players. They just, they thought that they were, they're the coach. They know everything. But there's things that players see that coaches don't see, and you have to take that into consideration whenever a game is progressing, and he didn't do that.
Oh, Baltimore Raven football says, I'm still hoping Alabama don't blow us out the stadium. I hope not too, man. It's in Atlanta, so
yeah, I don't
site game. Pretty much a home game for Alabama, if you ask me.
I don't see that going well. Sorry, man.
Yeah, at this moment, we just gotta hope spring. We just gotta hope spring pull it together. Because if we get to Alabama now that we seeing, going into the playoffs next season, we might be in trouble, man. But I got confident that them guys gonna get it together down there.
Oh yeah,
we got a lot of players that they haven't really said if they're gonna leave or not, but we got a lot of veterans that might be coming back. It sucks that we did lose the two defensive ends though. Jalen Phillips and Quincy Roche to the draft. And it kind of sucks that they're not playing in the bowl game, but it is what it is. I get it.
I mean, but as is, though, the defense didn't look all that impressive anyways.
Oh, man. Slim Shady says, Logan, they hated Enos because he yelled at them. They are soft. Oh, my God.
No, he hated them. They hated him because he didn't listen.
Oh, man. All right. So, last night game, a thriller. You had Liberty versus North Carolina. Came down to the wire.
Yep. 2 wires. It came down to 2 wires.
What was your total thoughts on that game, man?
Well, you already know I put my bowl picks out. I'll put out my next slate here probably tomorrow. But the first slate that was part of, and I picked Liberty to beat Coastal Carolina for 3 reasons. Number 1, I didn't think Coastal Carolina was comfortable in the favorite role. I think they loved being the underdog. So I didn't think they were being comfortable. They were comfortable being the favorite. Number 2, huge layoff. They didn't get to play their conference championship. So they had this massive layoff. Routine gets off, stuff like that, the holidays, all that good stuff. And then the third thing is I thought there was too much pressure on Coastal Carolina to finish the season. First time ever a Sun Belt team would have finished the entire season undefeated. So I thought it was the intangibles that was going to beat Coastal Carolina, and Liberty's a good team. I think that's exactly what happened. I think Coastal Carolina is the better team. I still do. But those intangibles that I mentioned, I think it got to them. I think it was too much pressure, and they were not prepared for the mobility of Malik Willis for Liberty. That cat for Liberty, he could be a running back. He's a running back that's playing quarterback. That dude is amazing. So, I picked Liberty. I'm not super shocked, but I am super shocked at how it ended. That's nuts. It was nuts. Crazy. You all right?
Yeah, I'm reading Lenore's comment, and I'm like, Lenore's just don't give up.
Uh-oh.
Florida should have beaten Alabama, but that's okay. Notre Dame will beat it.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Remember, it's 80-20 on that bet.
You're sticking with it, ain't it?
he is not letting up on that.
Hey, I mentioned to you this before the show. One of my subscribers actually went with my bowl prediction, put money on Liberty, and won himself almost $1,500. So I was pretty excited about that. I like helping people out. It's pretty cool.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I haven't been.
Sorry, Norris, no money for you, man. No money for you.
Oh man. He said Liberty with the dub, huge Freeds is going to be big. Is going to get a big bag. Yeah, somebody's going to get him. He's not going to be there too long.
Yeah, I'm putting a video out on that today.
He said, "Are you delusional? This man think Notre Dame has a chance of scoring. Oh, they'll score. They're just not going to win."
He is delusional.
Sergeant AR10 with the $5 donation. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Say Liberty quarterback should have hit the transfer portal. Go Dogs.
No, I think he's good where he's at. All he's trying to do is increase his NFL stats. I mean, I get what you're saying. He can get more publicity and help other teams get to the playoffs. Blah blah blah. But if he's getting the attention right now, his stock is through the roof right now, and Hugh Freeze knows how to call that offense with Malik Willis, and we saw it last night. The dude can run. He's got some legs. Yeah. So I think he's all right where he's at, and he's gonna be a high in the NFL draft, barring injury.
Yeah, that's a touchdown for the champ. Thank you, Sergeant A10. Appreciate that, boss. We could have used some of these touchdowns against North Carolina. I ain't gonna lie.
Man.
Yeah,
you're dwelling on it, man. You're dwelling on it.
I'm still having nightmares, bro. Somebody just ran me over and scored another touchdown.
Well, that's the same way with me. Iowa State. Our last memory is Iowa State whooping us 42-6. But I knew going into that game it was in Ames. It was a mismatch. Get it out. That's not what I take the entire season. That was an anomaly. And that's why I think West Virginia will beat Army. You got to do the same thing for your Miami team, man. You got to put that game out of your head. That's an anomaly. Did they look like that the entire year? Answer me that.
Only the big games.
They didn't even look like that against Clemson. So, no, I don't buy that. Not at all.
Only the big
games. I think
games.
they played halfway decent against Clemson.
We played better than Notre Dame against Clemson, definitely. But we still looked bad against Clemson.
Clemson was just really good.
I don't want to, try to compare us to other teams losing to somebody. At the end of the day, we lost to them.
Yeah, but Oklahoma State is nowhere near the caliber of North Carolina. I'm telling you, you're going to be surprised. You're going to be smiling at the end of the game.
Oh,
or you're going to be wanting to punch me next week.
You said Miami hired Derek Mason so girls can kick a field goals in Miami. Shout out to Sarah Fuller. Hey, first girl to be kicking field goals over at Vandy. Let's just hope it stays at Vandy. Nothing against girls kicking or anything, playing football or anything, but I'd rather not be looking at my kicker's butt.
Oh yeah. I got you. But the good thing is they're in the back of the line, you know what I'm saying? So everybody's in front of her. So, they don't have to – it's not a distraction for everybody on the field. Everybody's in front of her.
When I watched the highlights, it was kind of a distraction because
I
was a girl and I seen her running off and I'm like, damn, do I look at her butt?
It is what it is, man. You can't –
Yeah,
was she wearing pads back there or was that all natural?
Oh, it was all natural. Anyways, let's move off of that before
we digress.
Before I get a movement or Me Too movement call on my channel.
I go check on my channel and I lost like 500 subscribers.
All right, so bowl game number 1. Appalachian State handled business against North Texas.
Yeah, that was easy to call.
Convincingly, 56-28. We're not gonna stay too long on this, but to mention from the transfer portal, the quarterback from Clemson,
UCF,
the guy that was supposed to be backing up Trevor Lawrence, that left there and went to Duke, looked terrible. Now he's headed to Appalachian State.
Chase Bryce.
You got to look back at your career and say, did I really just go from Clemson to Appalachian State?
And he's staying within region, but he's digressing. Like he's staying in the same region, but he's going less and less and less. Yeah, I mean, no offense against Appalachian State, but they're not a Power 5. No offense against Duke, but they're not Clemson. So he's taking steps down. And he's still ranked as a 4-star quarterback. And he has the same amount of interceptions as touchdowns in his career. 19 touchdowns, 19 interceptions. He's still ranked as a 4-star because of his potential. When is that potential going to be unlocked?
All I know is, we'll see. Well, I won't see because I ain't watching no Appalachian State football, to be honest.
No.
Like I said, man, you go from Clemson to Appalachian, your career is just going downwards and fast.
Not going in the right direction, that's for sure.
Yeah, first Clemson, then you drop the Duke. Now, Duke, okay, huge drop, but now Appalachian, sheesh.
Yeah, bigger drop.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And last year, he was not good at all. 54.7%. That is terrible, man. I don't know what's going on with him. Out of high school, he was a 5-star. Now he's down to 4-star, which I highly doubt. I don't know what's going on with him.
Okay, so we got BYU versus UCF.
I thought that was going to be a better game.
For everybody here that's in the chat, y'all probably heard the chats going on at UCF. Their quarterback came out. They're the best team in Florida, blah, blah, blah. Now look at them sitting at 6-4. They just lost their bowl game by a blowout. Tough.
Hey, you remember their quarterback that had big success, Mackenzie Milton?
Right.
He is transferring to Florida State, man. Florida freaking State.
Yeah, Florida State will get him. He hasn't played in a while, though. You know, he had a broken leg, I think. So
was it 2 years or 1 year?
I think he was out for a year.
Okay.
So he hasn't played in a while, but congratulations to Florida State. You know, Jordan Travis got some competition now.
Yep. He's a statue, though, especially with that. I mean, he used to be a dual threat, but, man, a broken leg, there's no way that you can be dual threat after that. There's no way.
Oh, he said we play Appalachian State in 2021. We may
so you better be interested in Appalachian State.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be. That'll be the only game I probably see him because I will not be watching no Appalachian State game unless they magically shows up in the top 10 at the end of the year, trying to get a push towards the playoff, and then like all the other Power 5 teams. I mean,
I do expect them to win the
group of 5 just not make it in at all.
I do expect them to win the Sun Belt, so you never know. Never know, man.
Yeah, which come to figure out last night, I've learned that no one in the Sun Belt has ever went undefeated, which is crazy because Coastal Carolina had that opportunity last night to make history, and they choked.
Yep.
They could have made.
Why I picked against them.
I picked against them because I knew Liberty had beaten 2 ACC teams and then got a blocked field goal against North Carolina State that kept them beating 3 ACC teams. And I know Coastal Carolina was doing great, but they're not Power 5 great.
They did beat BYU.
Yeah, BYU. But you got to look at the circumstances of how they beat BYU. BYU didn't have no time to prepare. They had, 2 days? And that 2 days was used to do what? Travel. That's it. So,
and it was the last play win.
Yeah, exactly. So I knew their time was coming. I picked Liberty because I seen Liberty beat Power 5 teams.
Yeah, all on the road too. Every one of those ACC games were on the road.
Rose said Milton hasn't played in 2 years. Oh, that's even worse.
What I thought. That's what I thought.
That's even worse.
Yeah, it was bad. It was gruesome. Not good. Next bowl.
Yeah, that bowl was massive. We won't spend too much time on this one either. Nevada, Tulane. Nevada wins. Nevada 7-2.
Tulane was very up and down. They had some good wins, but some bad losses.
Tulane surprisingly played a full season.
Yep.
They played 12 games this season. So they're one of the teams that
won.
Whatever whatever their COVID-19 protocols were, a lot of teams should definitely call them up and say, hey, what you did right, because y'all played 12 games.
Yep.
There's a lot of cancellations going on this season.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, blowout. See, and this one right here kind of pissed me off.
Why is that?
Last year, and I hate to go into the past, but last year, these suckers beat us 14-0.
Oh,
We were the only team in college football last year to come out with 0. Not
that
score
was a bowl loss too, wasn't it?
There was a bowl loss.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And then now Georgia Southern, embarrassed them.
Yep.
38-3. Sheesh.
No.
What a beating.
But it is a new year, and Georgia Southern will be up there with Appalachian State in the Sun Belt next year. We'll see.
TRT. The bowl game is on Tuesday. Tuesday, 5:30 on ESPN. On ESPN.
Yep.
So
I got Miami.
Yeah, now if you don't have ESPN, I'm pretty sure you'll find it on YouTube. Everybody is streaming games on YouTube right now.
Yep.
It's normally a Asian guy or Asian girl that's streaming it. When you click on their channel, it's always somebody Asian that's streaming this. I don't know why, but hey, I appreciate them sometimes, because sometimes I'll be driving and then I'll be like, I know I shouldn't be glimpsing back and forth. I should be paying attention to the road, but the game is on.
I do it too.
Appreciate them for always streaming the game now on YouTube. I mean, a couple years ago, if you didn't have cable or you couldn't find a bar or something like that, you were screwed. You'd have to pretty much listening to it on AM radio. Yeah.
Hey, you gonna be awake around 10 p.m. tonight?
10 p.m. Oh no, I gotta be.
You gonna be asleep?
I gotta be at work. I gotta be up for work at 5.
Oh man, I was gonna say I'm gonna do my live at 10. I was gonna see if you can stop by for a minute.
Yeah, if I'm not knocked out, then I'll come in.
All right, I hear you.
But Georgia Southern, totally knocked them out. It wasn't a game. It wasn't a game at all.
And Georgia Southern played App State and Coastal really, really close. They were a good team this year.
All right, so you got Memphis 25-10. Memphis 8-3. A lot of guys in the chat, they probably Florida State fans. So Memphis took Mike Norvell from Memphis. Memphis did great without them, regardless. 8-3. Florida Atlantic 5-4, not too great. That's Willie Taggart team now. So yeah,
better though.
10. So for all you Florida State fans in the chat, boo boo. Memphis did better than y'all without Mike Norvell.
Man,
I'm on my childish stuff today.
Yeah, you gotta take it while you got it.
All right. Houston, Hawaii, kind of a letdown bowl. 3-5, 4-4. So you got Hawaii winning 28-14.
Yeah.
Houston, we're familiar with Houston now because we took 2 of their players, and not only that, we gave them our bad kicker. Bubba Baxter plays for Houston. He actually made an appearance in that bowl game.
Yeah.
So, yep, that's our history with Houston at the moment, and Derek King is coming back. So that's our tie with Houston at the moment. But
there's a bunch of things that tells you how bad of a coach Holgerson is. Number one, he pretty much ran Derek King off. Number two, he asked for a raise at West Virginia for mediocrity. And he said he left because you can't recruit at West Virginia, especially in state. And our new coach, second year, Neil Brown, for the second year in a row, has got the top recruit out of the state of West Virginia. Holgerson's a liar, and he's a lazy coach.
Okay, Hurricane OG made a point. He says in 2021, if Miami comes out blazing, man, watch how we switch this assumption of the program, coaches and players. You already know it, OG. You already know it. Everybody gonna be like, if Blake Baker's still here and we blazing and we doing good, we beat Alabama and we on the rise, playoff contender looking and all that good stuff. Everybody gonna be like, see, they just needed time. They just needed time to develop.
This is why T2Y invites me over. I'm here to give you an outside perspective and keep you on a level field. Y'all get way, way low and y'all get way, way high. I'm here to, all right, relax, guys, relax. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
That's pretty much what's gonna happen. You're gonna have guys like, see, I told you we need to let these coach and develop these kids, and then if the kid's looking good, see, I told you that kid just needed some time, isn't that? But let it be the opposite. Oh, don't fire Blake Baker, fire all And I'm gonna be honest with you. If defense come out looking sorry and everything against Oklahoma State, I'm still gonna be saying fire Blake Baker. But I'm trying to look at Blake Baker from all different point of views.
Yeah.
If he comes out and looks great against Oklahoma State, I can't neglect the fact that he's still, he's still a below average coach in my book.
Yeah.
So I agree. I can't get past that. Even if we do, beat Oklahoma State and our defense look good, I still got to keep in mind that when he plays, top-notch offensive coordinator, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He looks below average. But to what OG said, that it's every season, man. It's the whole fan base. We all bipolar at times.
It's all good. Hey, West Virginia's fan base is even worse. West Virginia's fan base, our fan base is actually negative most of the time. Even when we're doing good, they'll find something to nitpick. It's horrible. That's why it's so tough for me to get subscribers from my own fan base, because they're just so negative. It's horrible, man.
Yeah, trust me. I understand.
Oh,
I got a subscriber that comes and gives me all the negatives every single time, and I'm pretty sure people in the chat probably have seen him before. Dennis White. There's a guy named Dennis White. He no matter what positive you say about this team, man, he always comes in and just give you that full negative, everything negative about the team, and you'd be like, dang. Sometimes I just don't respond, because I'll be like,
yeah,
it is what it is. That's how he feels. But it'll be like, dang, man, can you look at the positive for just one time?
Yeah, for real.
Dude be like, we ain't gonna win nothing. We need to fire the whole coaching staff, get rid of them all right now, and that's the only way we're gonna be anything. And Clemson gonna beat us again. North Carolina gonna beat us 62-0. I'm like, oh my god,
can't be like that.
Pretend like I didn't see that comment.
Hey, just to give you a heads up, I got to run here at 5 because I got to head to work this evening for a couple hours.
Oh, no problem. So let me run through these bowls too, because we almost caught up.
That's the bowl.
There it is. Liberty, Coastal Carolina, close game down to the wire. Liberty led most of the game, but
all the game.
It was one of those nail biters.
The only time that they did not lead was there in the last minute whenever it was tied. That was the only time throughout the entire game. And even when they showed the replay of that fumble, the ball actually did cross the front part, which is all it has to do, of the goal line. But he literally turned around and laid it behind the goal line. I guess he was hoping that one of his teammates was going to pick it up, because I guess he took what the coach told him like way too serious. Like, don't score no matter what, even if you're going in. Lay the ball right there before you get in. Like, he took that crap super serious, because he was going in. He was like, I'm going to lay that thing down right behind the goal line, and hopefully one of my teammates going to pick it up. That's what happened. It's crazy.
Yeah, that game was a nail biter, man. Like I said, I didn't have a dog in that fight, but I picked Liberty to win it based on, like I said, ACC teams.
P2Y, you know me. I got a dog in every fight.
This one I definitely didn't. Louisiana Raging Cajuns beat UTSA. Never even heard of them. Yeah,
Texas San Antonio.
Yeah, see, I would have to look that up.
Hey, you know what their mascot is? The Roadrunners. How about that?
Yeah, when I putting the mouse on their name, it actually says it at the bottom. So yeah.
But for that game, I got it right, not just because I picked it, but UTSA has this running back. I think his name is Hamrick. He has the most yards out of any running back. Nobody's talking about him. So the spread was like I think it was like 9.5 or 10. So of course I took Louisiana, but I said take the points because I thought Hamrick was going to keep the game close. There you go.
All right, so you got another
lost that one. I lost that one right there.
Yeah, another shit bowl, basically. Linden Tree Bowl, Georgia State, Western Kentucky. Georgia State. The state of Georgia is doing pretty good so far.
Yeah, except for Georgia Tech.
Yeah, Georgia Tech's not playing in the bowl game, so they avoid getting a loss from anybody. Yeah. So the teams in Georgia are doing pretty good. Georgia State won, Georgia Southern won. Georgia plays Cincinnati. We'll see how that goes. Most likely Georgia will win that game and crush.
Right. I gotta jump over here, man. My wife's calling me. My bad, man. Next time I'll make sure it's more spaced out for you. But I always enjoy it, man.
All right, take it easy, boss.
All right, man. I'll keep up with you, man.
Gotcha.
All right, man. See you.
Yep. All right, so we all caught up with the bowls. Like I said, Miami underdog 2.5. That's the Vegas line. So there's some money to be made in this game. If you want to bet on this game, I would bet now. You'll win some money off this. I definitely think that. Cheez-It Bowl, Miami 18. Oklahoma State 21. Earlier this, I think Thursday, we broke this down already. ESPN predicting Oklahoma State to win. I think they're like a 55% chance. So Miami's sitting at a 45% chance in ESPN predictor. Matchup wise, we're pretty similar. We're pretty similar with them in both players and in stats. Yeah, see, they're a 55% chance of winning. We're a 45. Quarterback wise, we're winning that in that department. You got their guy throwing in 8 interceptions, 10 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. We got King with 22 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Running back wise, this guy here is their leader. He's already opted out, so we don't even have to worry about him. So Cam coming in 120, 600 yards, 9 touchdowns. Wide receiving, they got us in that department. 4 more catches for like 100 and say 40 more yards. Same amount of touchdowns though. Yeah, so basically this game is pretty even matched. But transfer portal wise, man, let's talk about a little bit of transfer portal. I got a couple names. I got them written down that I'm gonna take a good look into. One of them I've been very vocal about already is names. I got them written down that I'm gonna take a good look into. Wait, where is that coming from? One of them I've been very vocal about. Okay. So one of them I've been very vocal about is Tristan Lee, 5-star, offensive tackle. Most people are saying that he might go to Oklahoma. Oklahoma is leading in that department, whatever. Jake Garcia is going after him. A couple of the other guys on the Miami, the whole fan base is going after him. Tristan Lee to the U is trending on Twitter, and I think every day people are, trying to reach out to him, getting his ear, trying to show him that, hey, Miami is a spot that you should visit. Miami is a spot that you should come to. He's one of those names. Now, in the transfer portal, we got Marcus Minor, and we got another Tristan Miller. So those are 2 guys that I'm going to look into this week, and I'm going to do a video breakdown all 3 of those. Well, I'm going to break down those 2 guys since, the deal with Tristan, he'll make his decision on January 2nd. So I won't really put him in the video or whatever because we'll know whether or not he coming to Miami or not on January 2nd. And there's a couple cornerbacks, couple linebackers that's in the transfer portal that Miami could possibly take a look at. Now, yesterday, I dropped a transfer portal video, which by the time I was done with it and uploading it, a couple of the guys had fell off already. So you got, I had 3 quarterbacks on there that we could have went after. One of them being Hendon Hooker from Virginia Tech. We're pretty familiar with him. He can run the ball, throw the ball, you name it. He beat us last year, and we saw a glimpse of him this season too. So that was one guy. But with De'Aaron King coming back, that kind of debunks all 3 of those quarterbacks. The one from Wisconsin, you could just throw that whole quarterback part. We don't need a quarterback. And then there's Jermaine Johnson from Georgia. He's a defensive end. But that guy has already committed to Florida State, so you could throw him off the list too. And then another guy fell off the map too. I forgot his name right now, but he's a guy out of Texas. Xavier from Texas University. He's actually going to I forgot where he's going, but I seen that he's already going somewhere else. So it is what it is. So the transfer portal is still open. There's a lot of guys in there, and Miami need a couple spots. Now there is a Florida Gator in there by the name of what's this guy's name? I forgot his name already. Hold on. I'm gonna pull up the transfer portal, show you guys what's in there, and we can take a look at the key positions that we do need. Not gonna look at no quarterbacks or anything like that, because we definitely don't need those now. We got King coming back. We got Garcia coming in. Perry Future is we don't even know, to be honest. If he's gonna stay, is he gonna go? I've been hearing that Georgia Tech could be a possibility for him, but who knows? Oh, all right. Let me see what's going on in the chat before I pull that up. Get the door for your mom. Said T2I, I'm stingy, but Miami will lose. But Miami will beat OS. Yeah, I hope so. Who is that?
I don't
know. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Yeah, I hope so, man. I hope so, OG. I hope we do beat them convincingly. It'll do tremendous things for the program. It'll show kids that Miami is serious and Miami is on the uprise. Because if we go out there and lose that game and we lose it badly, it's going to leave a sour taste in a lot of fans' mouth. The Blake Baker situation they ain't gonna make it no better for him. It's gonna be a tough pill to swallow if we lose that game. Rose say, OG, you must not have seen Oklahoma State. Man, we got this. Mike Williams defense has a different meaning in the Big 12. Shit, defense is good in the Big 12. Big 12, well, they haven't been a defensive conference for the longest. Normally, their games are shootouts. So, but let's not overlook that, Oklahoma State do have good defensive guys with experience. A lot of those guys have been there for a while. They got a lot of snaps together. So they got the stats. So let's not overlook them a little bit. Slim say I saw OK State lose to Louisiana. I still say let's not take them lightly, but we should win this game. I'm not gonna predict no blowout though, because I mean, it's hard to coming off of a blowout then saying we're gonna blow somebody out. So I'm just gonna sit back and watch this play out. I do think we win that game though. I think it's about to lose. Yeah, man, it's been a tough year. It's been a tough year because I mean, like you said, Florida State beat North Carolina, but at the same time, we beat Florida State, and it wasn't close. So it's been an up and down year. We got 2 blowout losses to 2 teams that were predicted to be ahead of us in the ACC this year. So, kind of a letdown at the same time, but it is what it is. Mike says, man, like I said, teams play each other differently. You gotta look at that. They didn't play the same way. They didn't play the same way against Florida State. They running backs didn't, do what they did against Florida State. Florida State shut down their run game from early. But then again, you got to look at it too. Florida State scored a lot of points early. So they was playing catch up the whole time. So they couldn't run the ball on Florida State the way they did on us. They were playing comeback for the whole game. And that's where we kind of messed up, because if our offense had came out and, stuck it to them, kept scoring, putting up points, the game would have went different. We could have worn them out. We could have changed their game plan from running the ball to trying to beat us through the air. But that's neither here nor there. Game's over now. It is what it is. We didn't make no adjustment. That's why Blake Baker's in the predicament that he's in right now. It is what it is. You say Mike Norvell is going after this guy. This guy is great. What guy is he talking about? Who Mike Norvell going after? Yeah, Christian Williams transferred to South Florida. Him and Jaron Williams. I think a couple Florida State guys transferred to USF, if I'm not mistaken, too. Jordan, you sound like a bandwagon, sir. I love 3 college teams: Alabama, FSU, and FAU. FAMU. Yeah, pick one and stick with them. Man, you know how high I get on my team until they prove me wrong, man. Thank you, Panama Jack. All right, so let me pull up the transfer portal. So that's 2020. No. Going to 2021. I'll take care of this. All right, so the top of the quarterback list, you guys already knew that. Mackenzie Middleton went to Florida State. That's nothing new. Make this a little bit bigger so you guys could at least, see it. So we don't need no quarterback. So offensive tackles. Let's see what's left. Marcus Minor from Maryland, 4-star offensive tackle, 6'5", 290 pounds. He's available. And then right underneath him, you got North Carolina's 4-star Tristan Miller. So he's 6'6", 290. You know, those are two options that you go after. Everybody else is pretty much, gone somewhere. All right, offensive guard. He's already gone to Virginia, 4-star. Six and a half, 305. He's from Virginia Tech. He's gone over to West Virginia already. He's already put it out that he's signing with West Virginia, so he's off the map. Even though they didn't put it up here, but they put it right there in the middle. So he's off the market. So the next best thing would be Jamari Williams, 6'4", 275, kind of small compared to the other guys that we are already looking at. And then you got the other guy, Lamaris Benson. He's 6'3", 330 pounds. He's leaving UCF. So those are what we're working with right now. And then you do got Oklahoma State's Trent Pullen, 6'2", 271, kind of small. All right, so when it comes to centers at the moment, you got Sean. He's 6'4", 285, kind of small again, 3-star from Vanderbilt. I'm pretty sure we probably want to stay away from players from Vanderbilt. And then right below him, you have Andrew Boselli, 6'4", 303, 3-star from Florida State. I'm pretty sure we want to stay away from kids from Florida State also. We see how they play. We beat them year in and out, so we might want to stay away from those guys. Sorry to all you Florida State fans. Not sorry. Grant Miller, 6'4", 278. Vanderbilt, like I just said, we want to stay away from those. But that's what's going on in, the offensive line. Now, let's talk about defensive ends since we are losing, two of our best defensive ends. You got a guy here, Drew Jordan, 6'2", 255 pounds, 4-star out of Duke. So when you get a guy like that, you get what you get, transferring from Duke. You got another guy right below him, Jaquan Henderson, 6'1", 211 from Georgia Tech. Kind of small, man. They're kind of small. I really don't like, defensive ends to be too small. So that 250 range is, to me is a good thing. And then you got Andrew. He was in my video also. He's from Northwestern, 6'3", 220. He'll be a great fit. And then you have Trey Williams. He's one of those guys that come with a baggage. He does have a domestic violence charge on him. He's one of those guys that you approach with a lot of caution when you go into trying to get somebody out of the portal. Because, like I said, dude got a record. All right, let me see where we at in the chat. Everybody good? Okay. Yeah, man. I can blast Florida State. I'm gonna keep blasting Florida State until y'all get it together up there in Tallahassee. But yeah, those are some guys you can look at. Like I said, USF, they've been picking up some talent too. USF gonna be a team to watch out for. TK McLendon, 6'4" and a half, 247 pound, 3-star from LSU. Like I said, there are some names out there. There are some guys out there. If we were to go into the portal and try to get a defensive end or something like that, these guys are options. But keep in mind this recruiting thing, this transfer portal thing. You got to keep an eye on it. You got to keep watching it because most of these guys will be on here today, and tomorrow they'll have another team, or the day after, or next week. All right, so we got a guy here, Brandon Taylor from Penn State, 6'2", 255, 6'2", 250, 3-star. Is the next best thing on the list. Then you got if you want to go to FIU and get a defensive end, you got Jordan Woods, 6'4", 255. So a lot of these defensive ends, as of lately, has been very tall guys. Compare height and stuff like that. You got guys like Jalen Phillips, and you got guys like Greg Russo. A lot of taller guys lately has been dominating in the defensive end position. All right, so those are, like I said, those are some guys to look at. Now, D tackles. We got Leonard Taylor, the number one guy in Florida, coming in. So, D tackle wise, I think we'll be good. But Natari Johnson from Georgia, 4-star. He's 6'3" and 6'3" and a quarter, 27 pounds. I'm sorry, out of the state, out of Georgia. So that's another guy we could look into. As a matter of fact, let's see what's going on with him. So he came in 2017.
Chris Fowler here, Dos Equis' new 4x4 commentator. Watch the patience of Bubble 99.
Okay, Dos Equis, thank you. Yeah, he committed back in 2016 to Georgia, part of the 2017 class. 2017, he was a U.S. All-American. Let's see his timeline. So when did he? Okay, let's see. Committed to Georgia. Visit Georgia. Signed with Georgia in February 2017. He enrolled that July, and now he's in the transfer portal 3 years later. I know Sergeant AR-10 is probably in the chat, so right. We're gonna get to that in a second. OG, the wide receiver from Montana. We're gonna get into that. Samari Tour. I think that was you that brought him up the last time we was going through. T2I, did Miami make the ACC championship this year? Ha 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 ha. We're in the ACC that Florida State ranked this year. Don't take too long. You know what? Take your time. Figure out exactly where are you guys. In the ACC this year, and let me know. If it's somewhere close to the bottom, then I understand. All right, so. Yeah, Natari Johnson. I guess he didn't really get much time at Georgia. I'm pretty sure he probably redshirted a couple times too. So if Miami start to take a deep look into this guy, then we'll start to figure out whether he redshirt, how much years of eligibility he's got left, and stuff like that. So that's another name to look out for. All right. There we go. All right, so let's go back up to wide receivers. All right, so another Florida State guy, DJ Matthews, 4-star, 5'11", 160. They were saying that he was 100 to Oklahoma, but he's actually going to Indiana. So Indiana has picked up Florida State's DJ Matthews. Didn't take him no time to find somewhere else, so I don't blame the guy for wanting to leave FSU. I mean, at the moment they're like a dumpster fire, so it is what it is. Also on this list, you got Terrell Shovers, 6'6", 216, 4-star wide receiver out of Mississippi State. That's somebody might want to look into. Then you got Miki Cooper from Ohio State. He's in the portal. And look at USF again. USF showing their head, pulling these kids out the portal, man. Matthew Hill, 6'2", 185, 4-star. So USF making a run, man. Then you got another Penn State guy here. Then you got another FIU guy. You got Warren Thomas from Florida State, 6'3", 200. Warren Thomas. That's another option, but like I said, I don't think we need anything from Florida State. But I mean, Warren Thomas would be a good addition. But I don't know if I want anything from FSU, to be honest. Trying to see where's the Montana guy on here. Where they put him at? Because he was highly up there. That's crazy because he was on the list last time when I looked at it. And if somebody snatched him already, that's tough. Yeah, he was on here last time, but oh well. But if you do need a wide receiver, Florida State is giving them away. Let's check out some cornerbacks. All right. So you got Nigel Knott from East Carolina, 5'11", 183. It's a 4-star cornerback. That's somebody to look into. Georgia Tech just picked up another cornerback. So here we go. Our guy, Christian Williams, our guy, left Miami. He's going to USF. So that's one of our losses this season. But, next man up. It is what it is. Now, Trey Shaw out of North Carolina. He's in the portal. 6 foot, 190, 4-star. He's a cornerback. We need cornerbacks, so he might be an option. And then you have Houston. You got Houston. We've been getting guys from Houston. So you got Collins Samuels, 6'3", 205, good height and everything too. So 4-star guy, cornerback out of Houston. That's another option. Oh man, John Dixon. Now, I don't know if most of you guys remember John Dixon, but I'm pretty sure most of you that keep up with recruiting and all that and watching signing days and everything, I'm pretty sure most of you guys are, pretty familiar with John Dixon. John Dixon, it came down to South Carolina or Miami. Now, first he reached for the hat for Miami, throws it to the side. Nah, I ain't going there. Puts on the hat for South Carolina. Now he's hit the portal. Muschamp got fired. He's hitting the portal. So John Dixon is in the portal right now. Cornerback, one of those guys that Miami went after heavily, didn't get. left the sour taste in the fans' mouth. Now, would you guys accept this dude right now? As bad as we need corners, John Dixon. Would you guys accept him or say nope? Find somebody else. He had his opportunity to come here. He did us dirty. Or would y'all say, you know what? We just need corners right now. It is what it is. But John Dixon is an option. And right below John Dixon, we got a baby lizard. We got Chester Kimbrough. He's a 5'10", 167-pounder, 3-star cornerback for the Florida Gators. So that's another option right there. Cornerback. Most of these other guys, they're all, same old, same old. Yeah, but I think that's about it. So, like I said, guys, it's plenty of guys in the portal. There's plenty of guys that we could take a look at. There's plenty of guys that Miami could go after. If positions are needed, then there's plenty of them out there. And Manny is Manny is I want to say the king of the transfer portal. We'll go in there and get some dogs. We'll go in there and get some players that's pretty much been developed by other schools and come to Miami and shine. I must say that because if you look at all the 5 guys that are up for awards this season with Miami, they're all from the transfer portal. Bubba Bolden, Derek King, Jose Borregales, who else? Quincy Roche and all those guys. They're all from the portal. Jalen Phillips. They're all from the portal. So we get guys developed out of the portal. That's sad to say, looking at our coaches. Like, how come we get these guys from other teams? They come in here, they shine, they look good, they look like they've been developed. But we got our guys that's been here for years and, we don't get the similar results. But it is what it is. That's what happened when you don't pay coaches, when you don't hire coaches, because our salary for coaches is like below average, if you ask me, to be honest. All right, let me see what you guys are talking about. FSU fans want us to be garbage juice right along with the misery loves company. That's definitely true. Tuesday can't be here in soon. Man, I'm telling you, I ain't gonna lie. Tom, this feels just as worse as when we was not playing games for those 3 weeks. This time, man, I wish time would fly faster when it comes to these games, to be honest. But then as soon as that game is over and we know we going into the off season, then it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough because then we're not gonna have football to look forward to until spring. It's a tough time. You said, are we home or away team? Well, that game is in Orlando, so I don't care if they say we home or away. We home. We home. Oklahoma State coming to us. This is in our backyard. This is right there in Orlando. This is for me, it's like 2 hours. For Miami, it's probably about 3 hours. So this is a home game regardless. No blood say no one once. Not once we made a video or complained. Like T2I just said. Hey man, y'all don't got too much to complain. Y'all season was over from the beginning, so we had our ups. We after beating Clemson, after losing to Clemson and winning those 5 games straight, we was on the rise. We had reasons to want to play, to want to make it into the playoffs. We had reasons to want to make it into a New Year's Bowl game, stuff like that. We was a part of the mix the whole time. We was in the top 10 for weeks. and it fell apart against North Carolina. So I could complain, but Florida State, y'all ain't really had no reason to complain all season. Y'all ain't had nothing to look forward to. Y'all were canceling games, avoiding butt whoopings. Dabo Sweeney was swinging at y'all like Jake did. Nate Robinson. Y'all was knocked out. Y'all was the Nate Robinson of college football the whole season. To be honest with you, y'all got knocked out from the beginning. I made Georgia Tech come in here and look like they was on a roll, and then they showed us that that was just Florida State being sorry. It's what it is. Peter Shields say Warren can't catch. Maybe he just couldn't catch at Florida State. Maybe the golden garnet and gold or whatever color y'all got. Maybe it was affecting his eyes. Who knows? Now watch he go somewhere else and he just can't drop a ball for anything in the world. You say T2Y, we need bodies. You take quality, however you get it. I agree with you on that. I just want to make sure that we picked up high quality kids, but at the same time they do fit the program and they actually want to be there. It's not just okay. Nobody else ain't offering me. Nobody else coming after me. Miami's offering, so let me just go there. Now I want kids that actually do wants to come to Miami and show up. Let me see. Nope. Stay on the other side, Dixon. Yeah. Hurricane Kilo don't want Dixon here. I mean, like I said, he did us dirty, man. The video is still floating around Twitter too. That video is still floating around Twitter. Slim said, I'll take any player that can help win. Right. I mean, it's like I said, it's two sides to it. There's the fans that's gonna say, he did us dirty, we don't want him. And then there's gonna be the fans that say, if he's gonna come in, help, and don't be a distraction, we'll take him. So pros and cons. At the end of the day, coaching staffs, it's up to them whether or not they're gonna get him. But as fans wise, I'm pretty sure there's no fans that's gonna make a John Dixon to the U, let's get it done kind of thing. OG says if he fit the scheme, hey, like I said, two sides to it. Hurricane Zoe said, what up, Hurricane? What up, Zoe? Some real ones, some fake ones. To the real ones, what's good, Kane family? To the fake ones, zip them up. It said, who all going to the bowl game? Now, that bowl game will be played on Tuesday. I will be at work, so I definitely can make that. I hate when they do that. I hate when they put those bowl games in the middle of the week. If it was any other day, I'll definitely go. This season, it's not going to be sold out, and the tickets are not going to be outrageous price. So, unfortunately, they put it on a Tuesday. Yeah, I'll probably still be at work. I'll probably get out just in time to watch the game start. Hurricane says they have money to pay coaches. Manny just hired who he wanted to hire. That's all that was. Yeah, trust me. I believe Manny don't want to hire nobody that could possibly challenge his job, possibly replace him. To be honest with you, that's what I've been seeing with Manny. Manny's been hiring guys that look. To be honest with you, they look incompetent. Blake Baker, I'm done with talking about Blake. Here go Rose again with the ACC championships. Why haven't the coaches paid? Haven't gotten y'all ACC? Yeah. ACC championship. Florida State got 9 million ACC championships and 3 national championships. Miami got 9 conference championships and 5 natties. Do the ratio, do the difference. Tell me the percentage. Let me know somewhere down in the chat when you're done with that. This game is in Orlando. No excuses, right? Totally agree. Bricks, all white bricks, off white. What is this, man? A Gucci concert? Oh man. Georgia should never have an excuse, but they always seem to come up with one. Just saying. That's tough. Man. The door says I'm on the enemy sideline for the bowl game. Hey, there might not be too many enemies over there. Keep in mind that it's COVID-19 season, so you might not get jumped. You might not get jumped over there. Don't be like that one fan at that one game that threw the U up in somebody's face now. Remember, you're on the wrong side, so ain't going to be too many Canes family over there to help you out. Oh, man. That's because nobody care about Florida State. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Nobody don't care about Florida State. They had a terrible season for the last, 5 years now? 4 years now? Yeah. Dang, chat just jumped on me again. Maiden Day, it said, Zoe, what's a goodie? Yo, great show today. You can, T2Y should make these Sundays regularly. I have been doing these Sundays regularly, Maiden Day. I've been doing them at 4. Only time I don't do them is if, circumstances out of my control. But I've tried to make this show every Sunday at 4 o'clock every week. I'm trying to make it, where it's expected every Sunday, 4 o'clock, T2Y will be live. Zoe say Georgia will finish in the top 8, and I don't care because of what. Whether you're in the top 8 or top 88, you're still not a champion. Hey, that's definitely true. No Blood is saying, with due respect, the crack pigeon. Okay, Seminole. Okay, Seminole. You say he threw the hat to the side. I don't want him. Yeah, John Dixon. Like I said, man, when I saw that, I was disgusted. I was like, just another kid trying to troll on signing day, trying to do these epic. Take this hat, throw it away, put this hat on. It is what it is. Georgia won't give pagans any attention. Y'all think we got this game in the bag? I don't think we got anything in the bag until we go out there and I see how we start the game. If we come out, flat like we always do, we might be in trouble. But if we come out, swinging from the beginning, putting up points, defense getting stops, I think we got that. But, they do got a good defense, which is kind of crazy for the Big 12, to be honest, because they're not known for having defense at all. So the Bulldogs are the best losers that have been all of sports. Oh, my God. Half of you Hurricane fans were no fans when we was winning. Oh, get out of here, bro. We was winning before y'all, so we never had time to be no fans, to be honest with you. No, y'all just ain't it, man. I can't explain why not to be a Florida State fan, but y'all just ain't it. Y'all ain't got that swag. Y'all just don't do it like we do. That's that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Y'all and the Gators, y'all probably on the same level, but y'all just can't do it like we do. Y'all ain't built like us. Who's ready for the Cheez-It Bowl? No, I am. Hey, I'm definitely ready for the Cheez-It Bowl. As a matter of fact, I will have me some Cheez-Its while I'm watching the game. It is what it is. Thank you to Cheese It, by the way, for supporting the Miami Hurricanes and the Oklahoma State University. It is what it is. Thank y'all for the money that y'all will provide so we can have, better scholarships and, stuff like that. Thank you, Cheese It. Still would rather be playing in the Orange Bowl, but, it is what it is. Do Wiggins and Pope. We're gonna start in again. Wide receiver room getting serious. I think Wiggins gonna get challenged this spring. To be honest, I think his position is gonna get challenged the most. I think Pope also. It's gonna be a wide open room. We got receivers that ready to play. So Wiggins gonna have to learn to fight for the ball and get separation. We got guys coming in like Rashad Smith who can actually get separation. Romello, Brinson, he can get separation. If you watch these guys in high school, not just the highlights, but if you actually watch them in games when the ball not even thrown their way, they're still getting separation. So wide receiving room, trust me, this offseason, I'm looking forward to it. I want to see up close in person because I will try, like when I'm not working, I will try to make it to some of them practices. So I want to see, as long as they allow us in there, because, with this whole COVID thing, who knows? But if they allow us to come in there and be at practices, have the spring games, trust me, I will be there. And I will be recording it. I'm not, service might not be great to do it live, but I will record it and I will post the videos. They say this clown is in the Hurricane chat talking about don't pay pagans any attention. He's in the Hurricane 1980. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm gonna let y'all do that. I hope I'll be off work by the time the game start. Yeah, me and you both, Slim. I might actually start work a little bit earlier, just to make sure that I can get off in time to watch the game. Maiden Days said never been a Florida State fan a day in my life. I can't root for them, bro. I can't root for them unless I need them to win. That's the only time I root for them, when I need them to win. When them winning make Miami, affects Miami in some kind of way. If we're gonna play them sometime during the season and we need them for style points, I hope they win till that day. After we beat them, I could care less. It said, Jordan, we need score predictions for y'all against Clemson versus Ohio State. I think Clemson will win that. I think Dabo will get his time to act crazy, turn up. I ain't gonna lie, I like Dabo Sweeney, man. That dude there is very entertaining, and he don't care what he says. Dabo is. I'm starting to think Dabo is from Miami, to be honest with you. I'm starting to think Dabo got that real Miami culture in him. He don't care what nobody thinks. He don't care he says what's on his mind. Dabo will get to a press conference, and whatever you ask him, he's not giving you that politician answer. He's going to tell you what's on his mind. Straight up. He don't think Ohio State should even be in the playoff. Dude put out his coaching poll and put Ohio State at number 11 on there. He don't think they played enough games, and it is what it is. He thinks Texas A&M should have been in there. So, that's what it is. I like Dabo, man. So, if you're alive the last time your team champions, give me a hell yeah. National championship, give me a oh my God. Oh man, did it jump again? Yeah, it jumped again. Sheesh. Liberty City, what's going on with you? Jordan said 35-24 Clemson. Okay. I'd love to hear some Ohio State fans. I'd love to hear their prediction. Rose, Miami beat 5 ranked teams in '01. Big Easy. Wasn't too bad then. Yeah, I don't know why they keep comparing the Big East and the ACC. The ACC was just as weak until we came in here. We brought Virginia Tech in here. I don't know why they keep thinking that the ACC was so dominant before Miami and Virginia Tech came in, because we both came in 2004 at the same time. FSU Rose, but we beat Florida State. Not all 5. Just saying. Yeah, every single championship we have, we beat Florida State to get there. So I don't know why Florida. Actually, now I understand why they so salty. You said, why has Miami won since 2001? Well, we've been beating y'all since 2001 still. So y'all, since 2001, y'all won 1 national championship. Congratulations to y'all. Try to win another one now. And then talk. I think it's possible, especially since they haven't had full season around like Clemson. I don't know where you're going with that one. I'm saying like how Zoe went earlier and then you went on the Great Vibe. Yeah. I mean, if Zoe want to do shows on Sunday, I'll be watching. And then like I said, I'll do mines at 4. If he wants to do at anytime or whatever, then I'll be watching. Take Daniel Bone off that damn horse. Florida State. That's for Hurricane Kilo. No bloody. We made another natty and won multiple New Year's 6 games. Georgia developed better than Miami. Canes messing these kids' future up. Yeah, Marlin. So Georgia developed better players. Send them to the league. Good job. Now, what has these kids done for Georgia besides come up short? I'm pretty sure y'all love y'all 10 wins or more seasons, but they're not bringing no championship. I'm pretty sure they're thankful that you guys are putting them in the league. Good job. We still got more kids in the league than y'all, by the way. Y'all doing a good job, but guess what? We doing a good job too. Only thing is, we got championships to talk about. They might be dated back to 2001, but they're still not dated back to 1980. I'm just gonna say.
I need to cook.
Y'all give me 1 second. All right, y'all. Sorry, I'm back, but my girl had to turn on the blender for a second. I'm pretty sure you guys ain't want to hear a blender going off. So, FSU 2014 national champions of college football. Well, first of all, Panama, it was 2013 season that y'all won, so don't try to boost it up a year to make it sound a little bit better than it was. Ohio State won in 2014, sir. That was the first playoff. Y'all made an appearance. Y'all got beat, and Ohio State ended up winning that first playoff. So 2013. So just saying, don't make it sound better than it is. Oh man. You said we got the most Cheez-It appearance. Yeah, we definitely do got the most Cheez-It appearance. Now, it wasn't always called a Cheez-It Bowl. Russell Athletic Bowl, and some other names, but we made a couple of appearances in there. The last time we won a bowl game, which was against West Virginia, it was in the Cheez-It Bowl, if you want to call it that now. Beat FSU in 2004 Orange Bowl, no-blooded. So there you, yeah. We've been beating Florida State for a while. We've been beating them so bad. They fans can't deny it. They want to, and they will. Trust me, they will. But they love us. They are, or they love to hate us. It is what it is. It's a big rival between us and Florida State. I understand why they hate us. We daddy. All the New Year's Six Bowls was back in the Big East days. I mean, yeah. We had some good times in the Big East, man. Too bad the Big East dissolved. Is the rumor true Dalvin Cook brother is leaving Georgia? Sergeant AR-10, I think that might be a question for you, sir. Mike Williams won New Year's Six against the Gators in 05. Yeah, we did beat them in the Peach Bowl. I think it was the Peach Bowl. Yeah, it was the Peach Bowl. Sergeant AR-10 said the guy that he was talking about is going pro. Okay. Zoe say let me in. Hold on, let me put the link in the chat. The link is in the chat. Well, let's see. He said Dabo wore the Football Matters shirt, lost all respect. What's going on, Zoe?
I'm sitting here like a real Native American should be doing by my fireplace.
Let me catch up to the chat real quick. All right. Okay, so Norman with the $10 donation. I don't think the Buckeyes are football ready. I'm guessing you're talking about the playoffs. They played 6 games. They had numerous breakouts in between. Yeah, it's controversial, to be honest, but I think if they did play a full schedule, to be honest, I think they probably would have still looked as good. Everybody else that's on their schedule that they didn't play, I do think they would have beat them. So
you make a good point there. You made a good point because I don't think they should be in there neither. But you just made a real good point. They would have beat everybody on the schedule. So I just think that they didn't earn it. But if they would have played, they would have been in there.
And you know what? The Big Ten bend the rules for them. But
you would have beat
the Big Ten. You can't blame them because that's a business decision that they made. They know that getting Ohio State into that playoffs would be a big thing for their conference.
I'm doing something Seminole fans don't know how to do, and they should. So they
I'm gonna flood the screen real quick. Hold on. Thank you for the $10 donation, Norman. Appreciate that. That's a touchdown for the channel, sir. All right, that's on you, Zoe.
I'm doing something Florida State fans should know how to do, but they got fake Indians. I'm making a fire. I'm in the final.
I'm in the state of Florida, man. We ain't making no fires around here.
Well, I know in North Florida gets cold, bro. It's like 35 degrees in Panama City right now.
Yeah,
So
I was
Tallahassee.
in Tallahassee one year.
Yeah,
It was like 3 years ago. I was up there while it was cold, man.
it gets cold, but
Freeze.
but for some reason those Native Americans don't know how to set fire. I've never seen Native American don't know how to set fires, but Daniel Boone can't set no fire. It amazes me. It amazes me, right? I'm sitting there reading your chat. Same thing going on mine. I'm sitting there reading your chat, and I'm like for all the Georgia fans, I say 1980. Anytime Georgia fans, I'm just gonna hashtag 1980. Oh, we've been to the SEC championship game. We've been to the national championships, and you lost them. I don't like takes. I mean, I'm not. If my son get beat up in front of me, I'm not going to be happy because of it. I'm not going to be happy my son get. And then FSU fans, I actually respect FSU, but we beat y'all ass to get all 5 national championships, and like you said, like the ACC was garbage. Before we got there.
Jamaican Kane says, "Tell Zoe I said what up. It's all love. We all
That's
just
my dude. I had to hang up on.
win."
That's my dude. I had to hang up on him today because he don't want to listen. That's all. I love him to death though.
Indo Games. I'm sorry. What y'all doing? What's going on? What's
Just
going on there?
Just talking a little football. But now we had to beat up on Florida State to win national championship. So let's not make it seem like even though we was in the Big East, we had the Big East through Florida State to win all our championships, and we bust y'all ass to win all of our. So put some respect on our name, Florida State. Just put a little bit of respect on our name, just a little bit, cause we beat y'all ass to win. You say to beat a man, you got to beat the man. We beat y'all ass to win our championships. So even though we wasn't in the ACC, and ACC had nobody, T2Y just perfectly explained it. When Miami and Virginia Tech came to the ACC, that's what made the ACC better. That was supposed to make the ACC better because the ACC was weak. Like Clemson wasn't good back then. So we all had won like 25 straight ACC championships. That's how weak the ACC was.
All right.
And still only got 3 championships.
Not to interrupt you, but thank you, Mike, for the $20 donation. He said, "Happy New Year, T2Y, go Canes." Appreciate that, boss. Thank you. That's a touchdown for the channel. Appreciate that. Yeah, like you were saying, Zoe.
Yeah, so when this shit be going down, right? When they be doing this shit, right? What's going on? Let me check my back few leagues. We just ordered something and everything didn't come. So I don't like doing that. We just ordered something and everything. But I don't understand. I don't understand Florida State fans at all. Like they got 3 championships, right? They got 3. And all 3 of their championships they got, they had to beat us to get them, right? All 5 of our championships we got, we had to beat them to get us, right?
Yeah.
But all right, look, this good. Appreciate it, man. All right, but at the same time, like we don't hate on Florida State. I don't see too many Miami Hurricane fans hating on Florida State. For some reason, Florida State fans, and it's more the new age fans, not even the old school fans. It's more the new age fans that hate on Miami. And it's kind of funny to me because I'd be like, bro, Bobby Bowden even said it. If it weren't for us, Florida State would be who they are. So listen to your coach, man. Listen to your coach. Because you're about to become an all-girl school again. Serious. You're falling. You're falling lower and lower. As a matter of fact, you might have to team up with Georgia. Both of y'all might have to team up with Georgia just to win something. Like y'all might have to team up.
If you add Georgia and Florida State championship together, they got 5. So they got
6. Georgia, Florida State. Yeah.
Georgia won in 1942 and 1980. So they championships always about 42 years apart. They do.
You want to hear something? Why? Listen to this right here. I want you to hear something. Hey, Google. Make sure my Google plugged in. Cause I want you to hear something. This is what I like to. Hey, Google. How many national championships do the Georgia Bulldogs have?
Here's what I understood from Wikipedia. UGA claims 2 consensus national championships. Do you want a little more context?
Yes.
UGA claims 2 consensus national championships, 1942 and 1980. The AP and coaches polls have each voted the Bulldogs the national champion once, 1980. Georgia has also been named the national champion by at least one polling authority in 4 other seasons, 1920, 1927, 1946, and 1968.
Now you see how she talked about Georgia. Now watch the difference in her tone when she talks about Georgia Tech. Watch the difference. Watch how she say greatness. Hey Google, how many national championships do Georgia Tech have? Hey Google, how many national championships do Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets have?
4 national championships. According to Wikipedia, one of the most successful college football programs over a long history, the Yellow Jackets have won 4 national championships across 4 different decades as well as 16 conference titles.
Why did she say one of the most successful?
Man, when you said Georgia Tech, she got happy.
She got happy. She said one of the most successful. One of the most successful. And they got it. And Georgia Tech has an SEC championship. You do know that, right?
Sergeant Deontay said we actually got 6 championships.
No. She said 2. She said 4 of them are unrecognized.
Hey,
4 of them don't even count. And then she didn't even call y'all successful. She called Georgia Tech successful.
So them other 4 is just like UCF claiming championships, right?
Yeah, that's what it is. That UCF. Oh my God. That's why I love it, man. People be getting so like people be hating on Miami so much, and it's just funny it's funny to me.
Hey, Cole said that ask about Miami.
She might say 60.
Hey, she might say we got robbed in 2002.
Hey Google, how many national championships do the University of Miami Hurricanes have?
5. According to Wikipedia, the program began in 1926 and has won 5 AP national championships.
Hey Google, how many national championships do Florida State Seminoles have?
3 national championships. According to Wikipedia, Florida State has won 3 national championships, 18 conference titles, and 6 division titles, along with a playoff appearance.
So they got 18 conference championships, but only 3 championships a match. That's a bad ratio.
That's a bad ratio. That's really bad. That shows how bad the ACC was.
They win the ACC, get out of there, and can win nothing else.
That's not bad. And 2 of the national championships, there was a girl. Well, James, I'm still trying to figure out if James Winston a girl or a boy right now. I'm still trying to figure it out. I know you're a thief. I don't know nothing else. But I'm just saying, it's just funny to me when I look at some of these programs, like some of these guys who get on here and like talk. Like you say, Florida State has won one. Well, y'all ain't won. I can't argue. Y'all have one more recent than us. I can't argue that point. But y'all was so stupid that y'all let Jimbo walk out the door, and he gonna win one at A&M before y'all win another. I mean, that's how stupid Florida State was. That's how stupid they are. I mean, like I'm gonna use that blue word. They're a dumpster fire. They may never win again.
Cole said, "Ask how many unclaimed championships Miami have."
Hey Google, how many unclaimed national championships does the University of Miami Hurricanes have?
I think it should be 5. I think
5. According to some information I found on the website en.wikipedia.org.
I know that the Ohio State lost, Alabama
5
lost,
unclaimed,
and a couple more.
5 unclaimed.
Ask her who was the 5 teams that we lost. I know Ohio State and Alabama is 2 of them.
Hey Google, what 5 football teams did the Miami Hurricanes lose to for the national championship?
5. According to Wikipedia, the program began in 1926 and has won 5 AP national
He's not gonna
championships.
answer that one. It's not. I gotta know how to ask that question. That's a hard question to ask.
I'm googling it right now.
That's a hard question to ask. Like, you gotta know how to ask that question. But it's funny to me. It really gets funny to me when I listen to a lot of these guys, talk about Miami, and then like Florida State fans.
Unclaimed titles: 1986. We got 1988, 1990, and 2000. So 88 we lost to Notre Dame. 1990 we lost to Alabama.
We lost to Penn State too, though, didn't we?
Huh?
We didn't lose one to Penn State.
Penn State.
I thought we lost one to Penn State.
I think that's probably 19. That's probably the 1986 one then.
Yeah, I think we lost one because that's when Jerome Brown came up with the fatigues and stuff.
Yeah, so we lost a couple of them.
But what's funny to me is because I think Vinny Testaverde one of them ended up throwing like 100 interceptions that game, and we still had a chance to win at the end. But what's funny to me is like, isn't there Florida State channels?
Oh yeah.
So but nobody.
The Polk County Knoll, by the way, that's my favorite Florida State guy.
But why don't nobody go over there? Why don't nobody go? Why do Florida State fans don't go over there?
Hey, Cole say you didn't get the answer because you're on the Android.
He asked me the question because he on an iPhone. I'm just saying that iPhone 12 is really underrated. I mean, it's really it's rated bad. They gave him bad ratings, bro. It gave it bad ratings, bro. And the Samsung outsold them in America for the first time this year. That's crazy. So they ain't gonna. And I'm talking to my Google Duo. I'm talking to my Google Home. I'm talking to my Google Home. You do know what that is, right, Cole? You ought to be smart enough to know what that is, right, Cole? It might not be though. Ask your Apple Home. Oh my bad, you might not have one. It costs you that much, like $12,000 for it. I don't know. You muted me. I can't hear you now.
Nah, that was my mic. My girl cooking, so try to take out some of the noise.
But I never get an iPhone, homie. You never do that. Like, I'm team Samsung all the way. Why would I get an iPhone when Samsung make them for them? There's no need to, bro. There's no need to. I got a terabyte of memory.
Hey, Judge, hey, Google, my YouTube pause.
Yeah, what?
He said every time I'm hearing the echo.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, perfect. He says every time you say, "Hey Google," my YouTube pause.
Every time why would his YouTube? See, now that's why I'm gonna get ignorant. That's why I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna call him ignorant. I'm just gonna say a little bust. Google owns YouTube.
Yeah, they do.
What are they talking about?
Yeah, every month they sign that picture.
Oh my God. Does he not know Google? That means your phone is broke.
Every month they sign that check.
Huh?
Every month they sign that little small check.
What are we talking about? Google. Oh my God. You see how certain things can happen, man. You see how people can say certain shit and they not even understand what they're talking about.
Hold on. Let me see. The Broncos in the Charger game. They ain't got no playoff implication. All right. Yeah, you
Huh?
it's echoing on your end.
Am I still echoing?
Nah, you good now.
Yeah, I had to turn my volume on my phone now.
Baltimore Ravens football says De'Aaron King next Lamar Jackson. Hey, he got the possibilities.
How tall is Lamar Jackson?
That's a good question.
Right now, Derrick King is the next Kevin Hart.
X Google. Let's see. Juno phones get paused again.
Hey Google, how tall is Derrick? No, my bad. Hey Google, how tall is Lamar Jackson?
Here is some information from the web that might possibly help. 6 feet 2 inches tall. According to some information I found on the website famousportsdeaths.com.
So no,
Lamar Jackson, my height.
So, and Derrick King, Kevin Hart.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. That dude is short. They're like Streeter call him Yoda.
So no, he is not. He is not the next. He is not the next Lamar. He can't. That's why I say, man, he can't see over that line. That hurts him. That hurts him.
We got any Cowboy fans in here? They winning right now by 3. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they'll find a way to lose.
I hope they lose because I cannot watch another Country Wayne video if they win.
Oh man, that's my guy.
But you see, he don't want to pay nobody when they lose. He don't want to pay. He don't want to pay when they lose. When they win, he want my money. Give me my money. Money. Country Wayne is killing me when they win. Oh my God. Country Wayne to make you hate the Cowboys by itself.
Oh my God. JP says, ask Google who smashed Jimbo's wife.
Hey Google, who smashed Jimbo Fisher's wife?
Courtney Harrison. On the website SaturdayDownSouth.com, they say, Fisher revealed on a recent call with reporters that he tied the knot with Courtney Harrison. According to Chuck Carlton of the Dallas Morning News, Fisher detailed that it was just the two of them and the minister due to COVID-19 concerns.
That's a different Fisher.
Hey Juno, you got to hit me up on Instagram and give me some information so I can send you the decal. What's
you know what? You don't bother me about Android and iPhone users. People who like you say Android because I use Samsung. I bet you probably ain't even got a car. You paying for a phone you don't even know how to work. Like serious. Like when you put these phones side by side, right? If you do the beta test and everything, for real phone people, and I'm pretty sure you know T2I. You like Apple because you're familiar with it, right?
Yeah.
Not because you think it's better than Samsung, right?
Nah.
Because
Samsung's got more capabilities. Download this, download that. With Apple, you're gonna pay for everything.
That's what. So when people say Android, these be young kids that get the phone because of a girl. That means you ugly. Because if you get the phone because you need a girl and you don't want to see the green dot, that means you just ugly. So when people say Android, it bugs me out because everybody who say Android loves Star Wars, and Star Wars is Android. If you look at every major thing that comes out, everything is Android. So I mean, stop it with the Android versus, because everything that you use is Google. Google, damn near everything you use is Google, and Google is Android. I'm serious. Like, just stop it with the iPhone versus Apple stuff. Man. Just stop it, man, because you'll lose all day. Apple is like 3 years behind Samsung when it comes to technology. It's just facts.
Thank you, Jets. Thank you.
The Jets won?
Yeah.
Who they beat?
My team is not the only team that lost to them. Thank you.
Who your team?
Brown.
Okay.
Browns been pretty good this season. They 10-5. Kansas City beat the Atlanta Falcons again. So my Rams and the Seahawks, they playing right.
As Judge Judy. I'm gonna call him Judge Judy.
Oh man, don't do that.
As Judge Judy, do he have a what's that Apple Home? The Apple Home thing. I bet you cannot. You don't have one of them. She's like $300.
Man, I don't.
And it does the same thing Google Duo does. And Google Duo $26. And I can control my lights and everything.
Oh, the Cowboys don't score.
Yeah, they're up by 10. They don't want this one.
Yeah,
they don't want that.
And they're looking good. They might actually. They got Washington losing, so it might be a battle down to the end for that division.
No, Washington lost. That game over.
Yeah, because Washington, it's the end of the third. They go into the fourth quarter. Once Washington lose, they'll be 6-7. They'll be 6-9, and the Cowboys will win this game, and they'll be 6-9. So the next game could, decide who's gonna go in the playoffs or not. Neither one of them don't really belong, to be honest. They just gonna go in there and get beat the first. But look at the Dolphins. Dolphins sticking around, man. They got one more game left. They at the promised land. With the Cleveland Browns losing today, it pushed the Dolphins up to that wild card position. Baltimore Ravens, man, you got the Cleveland Browns, the Indiana Colts, all of them got the same record right now. 5-10. So the next game,
we're gonna make Miami gonna make the play. We're gonna make the play. I ain't worried about
if Miami lose that next game,
we ain't gonna lose it.
And all these other guys win, that's the only way they don't make it. But if they lose this game and Baltimore or
no, don't say that. Don't say that.
I'm not a Miami Dolphins, so
Dolphins gonna make the playoff.
Yeah, right now my Rams sitting at 9-5, the 6th spot. If they win this game, they'll jump the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because they beat them already.
Yeah, I say that shit. Slim Shady gonna jump across this motherfucking stage.
Slim already know what it is. We beat them this season. So if we win this game, we'll jump them. And then we ain't got nothing to worry about with the Chicago Bears. Arizona already lost. And we play Arizona next. So if they do decide that they want to try to challenge us, it won't be for nothing.
He said, "Why does his phone react?"
I think it listens to our voice.
You can ask Google a question and they'll answer you. Ask Google a question, T2R. You gotta say, "Hey Google" first.
Hey Google.
Go ahead.
Hey Google.
Go ahead. Ask a question.
Hey Google. I don't know. When was the Patriots' last Super Bowl win?
The Patriots lost 22-12 on December 20th against the Miami Dolphins.
Okay, so it does listen.
She's smart, man. That's my baby.
Hey Google, transfer $1 million from Zoe account to mine.
Sorry, we don't have any information about that.
Transfer $1 million from my account to yours. I'm gonna be happy for you. I want some of it. I ain't know it was in there. So I'll be happy for you. I'm gonna want 500,000 of that million because I ain't know it was in there.
JP say is the Patriot dynasty over? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. They took a plug once they got rid of Brady.
Everything comes to an end.
I think their whole team went to the Buccaneers when Brady left, to be honest.
Belichick's still the greatest coach to ever coach.
I give him that.
All right. I think
the decision though with Brady was kind of crazy at the end. Brady don't give up so much money for that program, and for them to let him go the way they did,
Listen, that's the NFL, bro. That's why I don't respect the NFL. The NFL, why everybody want to be loyal to the NFL and say this and that about the NFL and get mad when players take a knee and it's un-American and all this and that. And the NFL shit on a white guy like Tom Brady. Come on now. Come on now. Come on.
Says Indy on the outside looking in for choking. Yeah, they waiting for somebody to slip up so they can get in there. Like I said, the Dolphins, all they got to do is win their next game and they good. Or they got to hope them other three lose.
Well, we're going to win our next game, bro. We're going to win our next 4 games.
I definitely agree with you on that, Sergeant AR-10. Phil Jackson is the greatest coach. Yes, sir.
Oh, he is. Oh, awesome. Me and Sergeant AR-10 ain't never agreed on nothing. On nothing. On nothing. Absolutely nothing. But he 100% right.
Yeah,
He's the greatest basketball coach ever coached.
I mean, this is the first time my Lakers got a championship without Phil in a long time.
The championship don't count, no, man. That championship don't count. That damn bubble championship.
It's ours.
Y'all can have it.
It's ours. As a matter of fact, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
That championship don't count, man. Man, they had 850 people missing out there. But dang, Sergeant AR-10, we finally found something to agree on. Oh my God, I might. I don't know what the hell. What happened to me? Sergeant AR-10, oh my God. Like you 1,000% right, Sergeant AR-10. Oh, he might be my friend now. Because like most people don't get how great Phil Jackson was. Right. I'm not gonna say nothing bad about Sergeant AR-10 for a long time.
Say salute to Kobe.
No, what I mean by that, I'm not being sarcastic, I'm being 100% real. People sit there and say, he had all the talent. You know how it is to coach all that talent? Like no, Dale Harris couldn't win with all that talent.
What you say about that asterisk? What you say about that asterisk? You see that beautiful thing, Zoe?
I can't see. I can't see.
I know you see that beautiful thing, man.
I can't see.
As soon as they start doing their little infomercial, oh, the Los Angeles Lakers are the championship. Do
you notice that infomercial ran one time?
you know the funny thing about Facebook? Every time I go on Facebook,
only people are supposed to be happy about a championship like that is me as a Knicks fan and AR-10 as a Georgia Bulldog fan. We the only people. It's been so long for us. We the only ones to be happy about a championship like that.
Yeah, man. All I do is every time I go on Facebook or any of those social media platforms, they always trying to sell me something that says Miami Hurricane or the Lakers.
Yeah, that's what you always shoot for.
Yeah, Google's been using our searches and all that good stuff, and then be trying to sell us, put products in our face to get us to buy it.
Yeah, what Google do? Google smart. Google ain't no damn dummy. Technology is a motherfucker, man. That's why we hear people like,
Jordan
talking all this. Listen, you can't listen here, man. You would never get away with a crime today because you too attached to your damn phone. If you take your phone to the bathroom, phone is the nastiest thing on earth. You take this to the bathroom with you. You read your phone. You read your phone while you use the bathroom. Like technology, a motherfucker, man. Technology is crazy. But nah, I'm serious. Sergeant AR-10, hey, the reason why I'm saluting him so much for this is because he had the mindset to understand that Phil Jackson. People don't realize Doug Collins coached the Chicago Bulls before Phil Jackson got there with the same team, and he couldn't win with them. Mm-hmm. Right? Jackson got there and won 6 championships with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
and should have won 7 if the Knicks wouldn't have cheated that year that Jordan retired. And I'm a Knicks fan. We cheated. Then they got he went to the Lakers, and the Lakers got swept the year before he got there. They fired Dale Harris, right? The year before, the year before he got there, they got swept in the playoffs by the Spurs. Phil Jackson got there that next year, and they won the championship.
Yeah, Phil's the GOAT.
Like people don't see that shit. People don't get it. Like I be trying to figure out the hell people be talking about. He had all these players. You gotta know how to coach them. You gotta know how to make them play together though.
Yeah, you got all the talent in the world, but if you don't know how to coach, then they ain't gonna do nothing.
Miami Hurricanes. All that's the Hurricanes.
I was gonna say the Manny Diaz effect.
Yep. That's why you think I use Slim Shady Kane as an example on my last couple of arguments about Rick Lashley. Because everybody talking that shit, right? About Rick Lashley, right? Well, it's only his first year. Right? Everybody's saying it's only his first year. Give him a chance. Y'all didn't have that same energy with Dan Enos. You ain't had that same. So when Slim Shady came,
the Dan Enos gone mid-season.
Yeah, exactly. When Slim Shady came, was saying that same shit, right? Y'all didn't have that same energy when Slim Shady came. You know why? Because it wasn't that Enos' offense was that bad. You just didn't like him neither. So you didn't have that same energy with Slim Shady came with Dan Enos. Right. Give him another year. Slim was like, give him another year. I was even like, hell no.
I wouldn't give him another year.
I didn't want to give him another year. But at the same time, they still got more passing touchdowns and one less rushing touchdown with Eno's offense than Red Lashley's offense. The only reason why we winning now, we would have won more games last year if they would have kicked field goals. We winning by kick field goals right now.
True.
So I mean, they'd have kicked the same field goal they missed last year. If they would have made them, we would have won those games, right?
Yeah, that's what I'll be telling people, man. This Reed Lashley offense inconsistent.
It's 20. The only difference between Red Lashley offense and Dan Enos offense is Red Lashley offense get from the 20 to the 20 faster.
Yeah, once
in the red zone, they both suck. So that's why I say, I mean, I wanted Enos going too, but I got to give the same energy to Red Lashley as I gave to Enos. I'll be a hypocrite if I'm sitting here saying, oh, well, give Red Lashley, but no, I would be a hypocrite. That wouldn't be right. I would be a hypocrite. I got to judge them equally.
All right. The only thing I gave Reed Lashley is the fact that he wasn't here for spring and all that. He didn't get that opportunity.
But and this is why I countered that though. This is why I countered that though. Didn't Red Lashley coach offense about the last 5 or 6 straight years?
Right.
Dan Enos didn't coach offense for like 5 or 6 straight years. So Red Lashley should have been more prepared.
Right.
Because he actually, at least, even though he didn't coach these players, he actually coached this same system for 5 or 6 straight years when Dan Enos was a running back coach and all kind of other shit. I mean, you see what I'm saying?
I like that Reed Lashley plays develop a little bit faster, but at the same time, the only major difference between him and Dan Enos is laminated paper.
Yeah, but see, I like Red Lashley better. I'm not saying I don't like Red Lashley better. I'm saying I have to judge them equally.
All right.
You see what I'm saying? I like, if I had to pick right now, I would take Red Lashley all day. It's not even a question. But at the same time, if you go from last year to this year, they're about the same. I have to judge them equally. I can't pick one because I like one better. Now I could hire one because I like one better. So I would definitely hire Red Lashley over Dan Enos again tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, we didn't, and not just that, Red Lashley did have a proven quarterback in Derrick King, and would Dan Enos had done better if he had their game? We don't know.
Now, let me ask you this, because this is a question that somebody asked me and I ain't never got to answer it. Last season we was 6-7. Would you trade that all just to beat FIU and be 1-11?
No, because everybody has lost to teams like FIU, even Alabama. Everybody has lost to teams like that. No, I would not. No, I wouldn't. Every team has lost to a bad team, bro. Every team, man. I mean, our bad team. Look, FIU, you don't realize FIU full of Dade County talent, bro. So is FAU.
Yeah, they all flood over.
And
It's
so
like
I mean,
when they can't go to Florida State, and those other out of state colleges don't take them. You got FAU, you got FIU, and those schools. They gonna end up
with coaches like Butch Davis and Lane Kiffin. You know, but put it away. Don't be surprised how good FAU and FIU gonna get. I've been to them games. A lot of them games have been close throughout the years.
Judge Juno said he got to give you props. You were talking Kings football for 6 hours straight.
Yeah, I forgot what day that was, Juno.
He talking about today. He talking about today.
Oh, I know I did it the other day. I did another night too. Yeah. I love Hurricane football. I love football. I'm always on. Only show I go on is T2Y. Like T2Y is the only show I go on. Like I don't go on nobody else's show. I go on Join the Big Dog every now and then, but they have a great father-son combo. So I really don't want you don't want to mess. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to mess that up. You don't want to mess that energy up. And T2Y be on, and T2Y always come on my show. I always come on his show. I always have respect for T2Y because he's never he's never disrespected me. I've never disrespected him. It's always been a respect thing. We brothers, just like Jamaica came. We all Jamaican. And it's a respect thing. Even when we laughing and joke about each other's hair, or you know what I'm saying, we can argue about sports and not take it personal, not get mad at each other. You know what I'm saying? We can argue about Young Jedi because we all know he's gonna be great. I'm saying T2Y know he's gonna be great. I know he's gonna be great. We all know
like I said, and I must say this for anybody that's in the chat right now that don't know. I have never spoken to Jedi, so I'm not.
No, you know, but I think they say influence because what happens is I think they see me and him start arguing on your channel. I told you what that was. They see me and start arguing on your channel. So that's what there's no influence. That's why I tell people there's no influence. Like Young Jedi has his own mind, bro. His own mind. I ran with it one time. I don't let you influence your ass. But what I meant by that is they know me and you will argue. You know what I'm saying? We'll debate something. And they've never seen me and Young Jedi argue or debate something. So last week, me and Young Jedi argued and debated about me wearing my championship rings. You shouldn't be wearing those rings. I'm like, how you gonna tell me I shouldn't be?
Now, when he's saying that, I think that's an Uncle Lou influence.
Well, that could be Uncle Lou. I don't know who influenced him on that one.
Now, Uncle Lou always making that argument. What are them 5 championships doing for you now? This and that. That's what because he's on Uncle Lou channel a lot. I be seeing him over there when I be in the comment section.
I don't see how Uncle Lou, my dog. I talked to Uncle Lou on the phone.
Man, Jedi be trying to get under his skin to get his reaction. I'll be seeing it.
Well, Jedi going to stand on his own now because you got your own setup. Yeah, but my thing is, don't. Huh?
You be over there trying to get at Lou.
I told him next time Lou get on him now, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not getting into it next time.
And I'm not getting like, man, you don't know who you messing with.
Oh no, no. Young Jedi is crafty. If you are going to really go at Lou, go at him. Go at him. Look, I'm gonna tell you something about Lou and his fan base. All right, one thing I can't say, another thing, and I'm actually giving respect to AR-10. I've argued with Lou, and AR-10 has never came to my comment section. As a Georgia fan, as a Lou fan, never came to my comment section and said anything disrespectful when I've argued with Lou. Never. He left that between me and Lou. I look at a lot of those fans that don't even enjoy. They don't even enjoy. I think half of Uncle Lou fan base is like mentally disabled. I'm dead serious. I'm for real. I think I'm for real. Most of them did not graduate elementary school. They rode a 2-seat short. Remember Dumb and Dumber? They had the 2-seat short bus. They rode the 2-seat short bus. All of like they are so delusional and like they like disabled. I think I'm serious. I think 80% of his fan base are disabled.
Hey,
like mentally. I think 80% of his fan base could have played Sling Blade.
Whoever speaks Spanish on here, they're gonna know everything he's saying. I'm just saying. They hear everything you're talking.
It's all good. It's good. They good, man. I mean, it's good to have the kids in the background sometimes, man.
Nah, that's my girl.
Oh no, you don't want to have her in the background. Cause if she
close the door too, cause the neighbors outside talking.
If I see her and she got on some nice now, I'm gonna say something. So keep away from the chat. I don't need to get no trouble to do what. Keep away from the chat.
So say Lou fans been around for years. They troll 10 times more than anybody. Yeah,
no, they have
a lot of trolls. He got a lot of trolls.
No, they're just hammered.
The first video I made against Lou, I had like 21 likes and like 30 dislikes as soon as I dropped it.
Bro, that ain't nothing. I got a video against Lou right now. I got 300 likes and 299 dislikes.
Now look at this Florida State fan trying to troll. I'm in play next week, bro. Pat, what's on with you, bro?
No, we play y'all next week. We play y'all next week. Now,
man,
Lou is a legend. Lou is a legend. Like I say, Lou is my homeboy. Me and Lou talk on the phone. Yeah, do you not remember that last? You know when I got real serious? You know when I got real serious with Lou, and Lou had hit me up after that video, and then he dropped his video. Did y'all not hear Lou say, "I don't know what's going on with Zoe, but me and Lonzo are friends. We talk on the phone." Did y'all not hear that?
Yeah.
So me and Lou cool. I go after Lou. I went after Lou because Young Jedi's my little brother. That was the personal one. Then last year was personal because I didn't know who dropped my number. But besides that, when me and Lou go at each other, we go at each other about. He did the Grady Kane thing on me. I go at him about the ball head. You know what I'm saying? Or we talking football. It's fun back and forth. Is that you can win the debate with him, like I won the 1980 debate with him, but with his fan base, they're so delusional that you can't win it because they're still going to try to argue. Well, we're relevant. Relevant and championships are two different things. Like I don't give a shit about 10. If Miami was to win 10 games a year for the next 20 years, that will put us at 40 with Georgia. Do you think I would be happy? Do you think I would be happy?
I've been trying to tell them that. I remember when me and Turk did the show, and I told them if Miami had one good season in 10 years and win a championship and have the rest of the nines be totally bad, I'll take that.
But I would take, put it away, I would take four 9-win seasons and one championship every 10 years before I take 20 years. I'll take 4 9-win seasons and then get lucky that 1 year like LSU did. Win a championship and then go again with 4 9 and then win a championship and go 20.
Because they were sounding like they'll accept 10 wins every season.
Yeah, that's acceptable.
I can't do that.
That's not acceptable. That's not acceptable.
That's a letdown every season. That's coming up short every season.
Well, sometimes people do come up a little short, TGY. Before they get cheated on.
Oh man. All she said is deeper.
That's why they get cheated on, man.
Oh man.
I don't know what it's like to come up short.
That's Georgia every season, man. This is our year. This is our. This year is our year. No. I said that last year. I know I said it last year, but this year.
This year is our year. This year is our year. We're not racist just because we call Justin Fields the N-word.
Oh man.
Yeah, that
was a disgrace.
I'm like, for real. For real.
It's funny too, because during the little holidays, Lou went up there. He was at Ohio State. He made a video trying to apologize to Justin Fields for Georgia fans.
So that's my point. Now, but if I say that, I'm wrong, right? If I say that, I'm wrong. You see what I'm saying?
You say, why YouTube asked me how do I like the chat section? I don't know.
I don't think YouTube asked you that. I think somebody else might have asked you that because I've never heard of that one before.
No, I've seen it before where they'll ask you how do you like this channel or that channel or whatever, and then it'll have like 5 different faces.
I've never seen it. Maybe I've never paid attention to it. I've never seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it before, but I think
it might be people
comment section.
I think it might be people asking. There got to be somebody asking that question. I don't think.
Yeah. I've seen me that about.
You know why I say it's kind of hard, really? Because I tell you, go look at my homeboy Nick of Fans TV. That joker had 25,000 in his live streams, bro.
Ooh.
I see.
What the hell is going on?
What happened?
Did they really go down into the red zone and didn't get a point?
Oh,
got my goddamn Rams. They are at this. Oh my god, bro. That's why I can't watch NFL during these times.
You know what it is, man? It's that Rent Lassie Dan Eno's office, bro.
Well, at least they finna get the ball back because
it's that Rent Lassie Dan Eno's office.
on their own 2-yard line, so they're gonna get the ball back.
I never forget the greatest show. You know who reminded me about it? You know what? If you had to name one team in any other sport that would remind you of the greatest show on turf, what team would that be? I already know what team I'm going. If you had, not in football, just in sports, one other team in sports that would remind you of something that has never been done before, that the greatest show on turf was the only team that ever do it. What team would remind you of that?
Hold on, say it again.
You know how the greatest show on turf came out? When they came out, Kurt wanted them, and they were just scoring all these points and killing everybody. What team in any other sport reminds you of that team?
Coming out, scoring, and killing everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Sergeant AR-10 says Golden State.
God dang, boy, he right. What the hell going on me at AR-10 today? Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, what is going on with AR-10? He in my head right now.
Mr. HD just dropped the bomb. Brevin not playing in the bowl game. Mama says no.
Oh, they already said he wasn't Brevin. I knew they already said that.
Damn. That's tough. And we're going to see if Mallory going to show out now.
Mallory going to always show out. Just give him the ball. Leave Mallory alone.
Going to see if he show out.
He always show out. He always show out.
I've been liking what he's been doing, but now we get to see a full Mallory. No Brevin.
Hey, answer this question. Why the hell AR-10 in my head today?
I don't know, man.
You see how quick he answered that question?
BB says Kansas City.
The Golden State Warriors. It's already been answered. Remember when the greatest one they came out, they were just blasting scoring and just won the championship. They were doing the Golden State Warriors. Came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta realize.
No, when Steph Curry was hitting threes from my
Steph and Clay.
That joker used to stand at my mom's house and shoot threes all the way to
but you don't remember them saying that's not going to work in the playoffs.
The only thing I could say is when Kobe said that the way James Harden was playing, scoring them 30-point plus games, that it wouldn't work and he wouldn't win a championship that way, that I believed. But the way that Golden State was playing, shooting, the way
nobody believed that. Though. Nobody believed it because like you live by it was always you live by the 3, you die by the 3.
Right.
It was always that.
And nobody ever matched them shooting them threes.
They never got cold.
Right.
You usually get cold. They never got cold, bro.
Man, I watched Curry just throw something up, and I'd be like, "Oh,
guess what?
Oh,
Clay was shooting from just as deep, and Clay got more threes than Curry.
Yeah, he actually beat him out in the 3-point contest too.
Yeah. Oh my! Like that shit was unbelievable watching them two.
I was crazy to see because most of them 3-point contests never had 2 players from the same team.
That shit was like unbelievable, bro. Like watching them two, and I'm sitting here like, you have got to be shitting me. So that's why I said those two teams there remind me so much of each other, the way they played.
Yeah, the way they started shooting threes kind of made me forget about Danny Green because he was supposed to be one of them premier 3-pointers, but he never panned out the way that Curry them did. They set the fire for him.
Back is a few players back in them days, like a guy by the name of Drazen Petrovic, who died in a car wreck from Croatia, white guy. He could have played on that team. Glenn Rice could have played on that team. Dale Curry Sr. could have played on that team. Like, it's some players that I know that could have played on that team. Reggie Miller could have played on that team. But the way them boys played, oh my God, that was unfucking believable. It was unbelievable. And that's the same thing with the greatest show on turf. You take a damn minute. Whatever AR-10 got a pass for all of 2021. I'm starting over with AR-10 2021 because he's been in his bag today.
Panama Jack says Brevin Jordan going pro with a question mark. I haven't heard anything. I don't know if Zoe heard
is he going pro or is he going to be playing in pro? Because his nickname is Brevin they have Tommy the Hitman Hearns. You ever heard of Tommy the Hitman Hearns? You ever heard of MT2I?
Ooh.
You ever heard of Tommy the Hitman Hearns?
Nah.
You never heard of it? Well, you don't know boxing. Well, Tommy Hearns one of the greatest boxers of all time. And they call him Tommy the Hitman Hearns. Brevin name is Brevin the Hurt Man Jordan.
Jamaican Kane say tell Zoe Bobby Ellis.
Yeah, Bobby Ellis. Yeah. You're right.
Man, Taz Haitian Kane just sent me something. He said the Clippers do not deserve to be in the same stadium as the Lakers. I want you to look at that score.
That's not the real score. That can't be the real score.
He said it says 124 to 73. Look this up right now to make.
Oh my God.
It can't be real, man. If that's real, we need to kick them out of our stadium for real. We need to triple the rent. Oh, it's real. It's real. 124 to 73. They put up in the first quarter 36. The Clippers put up 13.
They won't even beat my Knicks that bad.
And then the Clippers only put up 14 again. Man, what a blowout.
They won't even beat my Knicks that bad.
My Lakers beat them the game before. Man, that's crazy.
They put the cheat they put the cheat code in.
Jesus.
They put the cheat code in, bro.
See, they lost to my Lakers 138 to 115.
That's still bad.
To the Suns 106 and then they just blew the Clippers off the map. God dog it. They still owning them from the playoffs.
I would tell if LeBron had 10 championships, he still would never be better than Michael Jordan because he lost. He done lost 7 already, 6 or 7. He would never be better. He would never be better than Kobe to me. He would never. Kobe and Michael will always be better than LeBron to me. He can get third. He'll never get first or second.
Man.
He'll never get first or second in my book.
Dang.
He'll never get first or second.
Man. That's crazy. I thought that was a joke. I thought that was a joke.
I'm about to get up off here, teach you why I'm talking. Eat my damn dinner and get ready for bed. I got to be working at 5 o'clock in the morning. So,
All right, man. Take it
hey
easy.
man, hey, shout out to AR10. Hey, AR10 using my bag today. Like he got everything I asked, he got right. I can't even argue with him right now. 2021 gonna be a good year. I don't know about for your Georgia Bulldog, but it's gonna be a good year for you and me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about your Bulldogs. So we still ain't about to agree on that. Y'all still gonna choke on the bone. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got New Year's Eve. They got New Year's Day game.
Georgia plays Cincinnati.
And when what day is that?
It should be after New Year. They got a New Year Bowl.
Okay, Cincinnati gonna beat. My prediction for the Georgia Cincinnati game is 38-20. Cincinnati.
Yeah, Georgia got a lot.
All right, man. I'm out of here, man.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right.
Damn, 124 to 73. Jesus. I ain't never seen a score that bad. So the Mavericks took that playoff. They took the playoff seriously. They came back and says, you know what? We own them Clippers. The Clippers that everybody is saying is the favorite to win it all. God dog it. They don't play in the stadium. Well, they don't need to come back to our stadium, Jamaican game. When this is all said and done, when everything go back to normal, they don't need to come back to Staples Center. We need to kick them out of our basement, man. This is terrible. Now they gonna God dog it. Look at that score, man. How do you? I don't know. Any Clipper? Do anybody know a Clippers fan? If you know a Clippers fan right now, go get them a hug, man. Talk them off that edge. Talk them off that cliff. Please go talk to them, man. God dog it. 124 to 73. Man, that's tough. That's tough. I know one thing. My Rams better get it together. There's a second position. They don't have the ball. They don't took the ball down into the red zone and can't score nothing. They must don't realize that, the playoffs is around the corner. A lot is at stake right now. Let me see who else is playing. This game don't matter. Game about to be probably going to overtime, or Chargers will probably kick a field goal and win the game. Panthers about to ruin Washington football team season. Eagles, they got the ball fourth quarter. Cowboys, they could probably lose that game still. Who knows? Yeah, but just keeping an eye on this Rams game. It's around playoff times. I normally don't watch NFL, until around playoff time. So it's coming down to it. This is the second to last game for my team. And we almost in the playoffs. So, I'm going to start paying attention now. It's going to be a little exciting. So, don't ask me no questions about no NFL. I do not have the answers for you. All right. So I think, man, we had a good show. We talked football. We talked bowl predictions. We talked a little bit about the transfer portal, kids that, is options for Miami and probably other schools. We trash talked Florida State a little bit. Had a good show. So I think I'm going to end it on that note. So if you haven't already hit that like button, please do so for me. Appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming through. Thanks to everybody who donated. Thanks to everybody that hit the like button. Thanks for anybody that just come in, watch the show. Appreciate all of you guys. Love you. Go Canes. Beat OSU. I'm out.